Alright, let's see. Hopefully this works. Hello, hello! Welcome in, stargazers! Hello, hello! Welcome in, some guy. Hello, Boston Fox. Welcome in, Arknights. Hello, KLMX. Hello, Janu. Hello, MG. Hello, Stuckler. Hello, Lilith. Hello, Eritane. Hello, Daho. Hello, Simon Zero. Hello, Catch. Hello, Bushmaster. Hello, Silence. Hello, Stargaze. Hello, Dark Turtle Knight. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Blood Sully, and hello, Yeeter Deleter. Goodness, goodness. Hello, hello. You're finally not sick! Hello! I'm glad to hear that. That is very good to hear. I'm glad to hear, Lilith. Hello, hello, Babylon. Hello, Eritane. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. How is everybody doing today? Lilith is not sick. I'm really happy to hear that. That's good. Don't want to be sick during the holidays. No, I'm sorry. Just in time for Christmas. Yeah, yeah. You're all good? I'm glad to hear you're all good. Goodness, goodness. We have a lot of records and vignettes and things today. Apparently. But yeah, words. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. That makes me happy. Got a little cold, but fine thus far. I hope it dissipates. I hope it dissipates and it doesn't interrupt your holiday either. Don't worry, I'm still going out in a t-shirt in the evening when I walk the dog. Is that gonna be warm enough? I mean, maybe where you are, it's fine. You're indestructible. Hello, Uncreative. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh gosh. Alright, I know that we've been saying, like, I keep saying... I'm so late to doing Iris's records that Vessa even made a meme of it now. So today we are actually going to be doing Iris's records, finally. Oh, goodness. And then next stream, we'll actually start a side story again. That's exciting. That's exciting. Little chill, but you're the one who doesn't feel so much the cold. That's fair. That makes sense. Hello, hello, Fire and Iced. Starlight and stay well. Same to Stargazers. Legendary Starlight's voice acting on Iris's records. Oh, I'm going to try to do my best. I looked at her her onboarding and heard that it's like very, very British. So I apologize if it's really bad. I can't do every accent, and I apologize if my British accent is really bad. As long as I get it somewhat. Just saying, when there was the snow at school, one of the few times, you were still in t-shirts when people threw snow to you. My goodness, yeah, be careful. Be careful you don't get too sick from that. Just silence the teas and you'll be fine. I'll do my best. Alright. Should just do the Scottish accent, I'm sure that wouldn't make anyone upset. I get so I can't, like... I can't remember off the top of my head, especially when I'm streaming, because you guys know, like, IQ drops in half. I forget what different accents are supposed to sound like when I go live. Hello, Daho. Welcome in, welcome in. Sultan, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Doing well. About to start here. Did I grab the new welfare from the new roguelike? I am not able to play any of integrated strategies. I am not at a place where I can even begin to attempt that. So maybe next year? Maybe next year. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm still doing the... After stream today, we're finishing the Act 1 off-ramp, and then it's a lot of side stories, preparing for various stuff, and then it's probably gonna be a while until I can hit integrated strategies, to be honest. I've heard the name Radiant, but I've also been avoiding the visual because I don't know, like, I remember hearing about her in chapter, I want to say it was 7, and people are like, oh yeah, we didn't get to see her for a very long time, so I've just been like avoiding anything that I don't need to see at the moment. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You've probably seen her. She went mega viral for a bit. I'm avoiding seeing any of this stuff. I don't know what's mega viral because I've not searched up anything related to Arknights. So yeah, I'm avoiding all the spoilers. Sultan, just to give you an idea, I'm avoiding any spoiler past Act 1. I'm not any further than Act 1 for all intents and purposes. Alright. Hang on a sec. I don't want to be chit-chatting and lose my voice before we even get to this. Alright. Let's jump in to our main scene here. Let's switch our music here. Hang on. Trying to figure things out here. Alright. And our first one is, okay, entry 3 from beyond here. Okay, noted. I get nervous when I have to navigate other accounts and everything, and also, thank you, Janu, again, for letting me borrow this. Alright, let's switch here, switch here, switch here, and switch here. Alright, there we go. Hello, Iris. Okay. Beyond here. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, we good? We're good. So, just as a heads up, alerts will not be going on when I do story reading. And then after story reading, we can resume and chit-chat. I'm also probably not going to be looking at chat, so I will just let you know ahead of time. If there's, like, raids or anything, I am not really able to address them, so we'll do what we can. Alright. Alright, I'll do my best here. Okay. Fairy tale everlasting. Hey. You're leaving today? The godmother only just gave you that staff, and all the things in the castle are still unsorted. Is it really so urgent? It'll soon be time. No matter what, I cannot deliver things late. Don't forget, we abide by agreements and we never break promises. I wasn't saying that. I just think it's all too sudden. You could have chosen something much simpler first, like choosing a well-behaved child to welcome at the castle, or giving the boys and girls sweet dreams, that sort. It'd all be better than trying to find a girl from over 10 years ago. We only know the name, and you lack any experience, Iris. I do indeed lack experience. But out of everyone who preceded me, none ever gave up a promise for its difficulty. Oh, fine. If you insist, I can't stop you. Then this metal thing. Yes, keep it well. Is this a radio? An obsolete kind? I fancy it'll barely receive the closest waves nowadays. Keep jabbing at it like that, and you might jab it apart. Here, for you. It'll be useful on the way, and I've kept the details packed with. Oh, thank you. I'm not that careless. I've kept it nice. Letting someone else have it does not reassure me. You'd better not break it on the way. You're worrying too much. That'd never happen. Easy enough to say. What? Now, enough fuss. No one doubts your capability. We're all very aware. It's only normal that everyone should worry for you on your first outing. You must stay safe outside, and safer still in front of strangers. Your transport is all ready. Remember to keep its parts maintained along your journey. Before you enter the wilderness, you must take full caution. I've gone on too long. Regardless of anything, prioritize protecting yourself. I know, I understand. Don't worry. It may be quite trying, but I'll be fine. I must see this agreement through to the end. It's already been far too long since we set foot outdoors. Children believe in us, and that's why they give us their cherished belongings for our safekeeping. We must return them as arranged. We cannot let their trust be in vain. And so, even if they've all grown up and they no longer believe, I'll prove it to them still. I'll prove that fairy tales are everlasting. I see. Then may all go well for you. We look forward to your return, Iris. Oh, I'm finally here. By the records, back then, the child should have been around here when she was taken in. On our village, the child's name was Mabel. Good. All in order. But is this a village? Hey, careful, little miss. Don't go any further in. You'll mess up your shoes. Shoes like those, it'd be a shame if you did. We'd never afford to pay. Thank you for the warning. No problem. You seem like a little miss from a good old family. No escort with you? What are you up to in this kind of place? I don't need an escort. I'm just looking for someone. Moreover, this is Victoria. What's the problem with Victorian people being on their own soil? Ha, well put. Well put, little miss. Of course, it's safest for our own people in our own home. But still, best you watch out. You're young yet. See, there's been disturbance in the city recently. Careful where you step. The city? Never mind. What goes on in the city has nothing to do with me. I've given you an answer. I think it's fair you give me one now. What's your question? I came here to find someone, but shouldn't there be a village here? Why don't I see anyone else? A village? See for yourself, little miss. What looks like a village here to you? There used to be a few villages around here, mind, but they've all left now. Old noble boys snapped this place up. There'll be construction starting this spring, building a factory. A factory? Look here, this metal sheet, and this giant thing. Majestic, isn't it? Goes vroom. It is very cool. But the factory? Why here? Why not on a pneumatic plate? The old noble boy builds whatever he pleases. It's ours to ask why. Could you tell me where all those villages here migrated to? What? Who the hell knows? Can't have moved far, I'll tell you that. This area's solid, after all, close to the city orbits. You only see refugees with nowhere to go head for the wastes. I understand. Thank you very much. Still within expectations. It's already been close to 20 years. It wouldn't be odd for the child's village to relocate between then and now. I'll only be able to search a little bit of the surrounding area. At least the village's name and the name of the child are still recorded. If worse comes to worse, I'll enter the city and see what I can do to find them. A hurdle this trifling could never stop me. Excuse me, is this Tonnerre village? It's not? Alright, thank you. Sorry to bother you. Hello? Could I ask if anyone knows a girl named Mabel? Sorry, she should be a lady of about 20. Does anyone know her? I see then. Thank you. I'll go somewhere else and see if I can ask. Sorry for the bother, but is this Tonnerre village? Excuse me. Iris recalled the words she grew up with. To protect a paradise, a fragile dream, is never an easy thing. It was only to fulfill a promise, to allow Slumberland to outlast forever in the children's fledgling hearts. They always gave it their utmost, their all. Dazzling dreamlands far flung from reality became the gentle croons of nursery rhymes, broken into phrases kept in stories handed down across the land, down across hundreds and thousands of years. She didn't want to give up. She couldn't give up. In fairy tales, nothing was ever unachievable. Within reality, achievement could only ask one's dedication to the task. Southwards from this road and then turn east. Pass through the forests here. There's a road sign here. I should be going the right way. How many villages is this now? This is already the nomadic city's periphery plate. Look any further in and I'll be entering the city. Or perhaps I should head outwards. Never mind. I'd better find somewhere to keep the vehicle safe first. What's that sound? Daddy, are we going home? Is my disease all better now? It still hurts. Aren't we going to the doctor? We're going home. We're not going to the hospital. We're going home. Daddy brought you medicine. We'll go home and take it, and then it won't hurt, Dora. Huh? Do I have to take really bitter medicine again? I don't want to take it! No! Dora, listen carefully. If you take your medicine, your illness will be better. So, even if it's bitter, you have to be brave, okay? But it's so bitter! Last time, that burnt-up paper was really hard to swallow. And before that, the injection really hurt. Mommy, can I stop seeing the doctor? I don't want to get injections, and I don't want to take more medicine. Can I go outside and play? I miss my friends at school. Maymay came to ask when I can play with her the day before. I want to go out and play with her. Mommy, are you crying? Don't cry, Mommy. I'll take my medicine. And I won't go outside at all. I'll stop complaining. I'll listen to Mommy and Daddy. I'll be a good girl. So stop crying, Mommy. Dora, you're a good girl. Why did it have to be you? Why did it have to be you? My poor girl. Oh. An ill child. This mission's about over now. Give it the stamp for me. By the way, I brought some fruit from the south for Maymay. Are these the ones she threw a fit about wanting last time? You even brought something? You really are too kind. Thank you for these. They're just the ones. Don't spoil her too much now. Her teeth will fall out if she keeps eating sweet things all day. The only thing on her mind all day is play. Oh, this morning she insisted to me a fairy tale. A fairy took her to stay at a castle last night. I think I've been telling her too many bedtime stories. She's still so silly, even at her age. She's still little. She's not little. She's almost about to go to school. Let's see. No issues with the mission. Do I just stamp on here for you? That'll do. Certainly. Have this back. You came back fairly fast this time. What's the city like now? Much better than I was expecting. Some talking politics in coffee shops, but just talking. Gatherings are peaceful. Aside from the culture nuts, normal folk like us don't care about the political stuff after all. There were some workers making a commotion on the street the day before because their payslips were too low, but nobody got hurt, thankfully. Sounds like it wasn't much of an incident. Perhaps. Who's that girl? She's not a local, is she? Who? Oh, you mean her. You've got sharp eyes. Out of the blue, she came to this village just about yesterday. It sounds like she's looking for someone. First she asked the village's name, and that seemed right. And then she started going from house to house asking. All she has is a name. Can't be easy finding them. I don't know how far she's been already, but that craft she came in's been dinged and scraped to hell and back. It's parked up by Mr. Eason's right now, waiting for repairs. The girl doesn't give up, I'll tell you that. We all want to help her too. May's been helping her since the crack of dawn, running all over to knock and ask, and plenty of the kids with, all raring to go. She's coming over. Excuse me. Can I ask if May's back yet? Not yet. Don't know where she's run off to. How's it been going for you? Still haven't found who you're looking for? Not yet, no. What kind of person are you looking for? What kind of person are you? You look out of place. And all goggled and masked. How suspicious! Hey. She's not wrong, you know. First time I saw you, I was thinking the same thing. Do I really look that shifty? The last thing I tell is lies. Here, miss, don't wrinkle your brow like that. Tell him about who you're looking for. Ignore him dressing like he's dangerous. He's actually a quite reliable guy. Really? Don't your eyes hurt glaring at each other so hard? It's fine. I'm used to it. Never mind. I'm not arguing with you. And I'm not arguing with a child. Oh. Keep some things to yourself. Seeing as you already know I'm looking for someone, why not tell you, I suppose? Mabel. I'm looking for Mabel Grimm. What? I don't like repeating myself. Oh, don't you start glaring at each other again. I'm not that puerile. In all honesty, I've never met her. But I know she's called Mabel. She's a feline, and she has brown hair and green eyes. She should be roughly under 30, and she's very nimble with her hands. That's all I've heard. But I've gone around every single house in the village, and I still haven't found a clue whatsoever. Is this really Tonnerre Village? I'd hate it if all along I'd gotten the name wrong. As sad as it is to say, miss, there's all too many villages whose names sound like ours. And your records aren't all that specific. Not to mention, you're looking for someone from all those years ago. Oh, don't now. Don't feel down. I'm sure you'll find her. I remember there were a few more houses in the forest beside the village. Have you been over there yet? Worst comes to worst. To worst, mind you. Give this fella a shout. Get him to take this mission on and help you out. Oi, wait a moment. Rhode Island's missions all need to be registered first. Stop it with the office talk. The mission you had is done, isn't it? Look, are you going to help her or not? Fine. What are you plotting? All mysterious over there. What are you doing, following me? Helping you. I don't need it! You'll leave the village out this way. Going to visit the houses out on the edge? I can do it on my own. This is my job. I don't need you to help. Child labor? What did you say? Nothing. Actually, I wanted to say, about the person you're looking for. I probably know them. Shh! Wait, stop for a moment. Did you hear a voice just now? No, I won't have it! Are you afraid? You're afraid, aren't you? You're scared of being sentenced, so you'd give our daughter over? I won't let you do anything of the sort! You can't give them Dora. They'll take her away, throw her into isolation. She's got a whole life ahead of her, And if she goes in there, she'll never come out again! This is my child! This is our bloody child! How could you? Just calm down. Keep it down a little. Why in the hell would I give Dora to them? I never said that! It's just... How can you bear to see her like this? We can't cure her. We've tried every drug. We've taken her for every treatment they told us. Useless. It's all been useless. There's already people suspicious of us because we're going and buying medicine. We can't keep hiding this. We need to figure out something soon. We'll leave this place. We'll take Dora, and we won't stay here anymore. We can go somewhere where nobody lives. And where do we have to go? The voices are coming from this side. Here. This house. They were talking about... their daughter catching neuropathy, most likely. Hiding infected. In Victoria, that's a fairly grave offense. Dora. I've heard that name before. I'm going to take a look. Hold on! Oi! She acts on the first word she hears. Honestly, what a child. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 3 o'clock. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Dinner time! This is no fun. Dolly, I wish you could move, then you could play with me. Dolly, when do you think Mommy and Daddy will finally let me go outside? I don't want to be ill. I hate being ill. My arm hurts. My belly hurts too. Don't scratch. If you scratch, it might get even worse. Oh! Who are you? How did you come in? The windows are all closed. Wait, you should get out quick. If my mommy and daddy find you, they'll get mad at us. Windows like that can't stop me. It's okay, nobody will find us. Were you playing something just now? Yeah. Do you want this doll to move and play with you? Of course, but how does a dolly move? There's ways. Aren't there all sorts of little creatures in storybooks who can speak? If there are puppets who can be people, and cats who can walk on 2 legs, then of course there are dollies who can move. Do you like listening to stories? I do! Mummy's told me lots of stories before. Like the child in the chimney, and the one with big scissors, and the garden with a fairy. And the one about a castle with tea parties. It's really, really big, and really, really pretty, and only good children can go to it. And inside, there's these really nice fairies, and they give you really nice cakes and stuff, and they have a tea party all day. And you can grab the clouds out of the sky, and they taste really sweet, too. I really want to go to the castle and be in the tea party, so I've been trying really hard all the time to be a good girl. When will the fairies pick me up to go to the castle? Perhaps very soon you'll have the chance. You're a good girl. I'm sure you will. Really? That's super! When I go to the castle, will my dolly start moving and play with me? You've heard it in the stories, haven't you? At the fairies' castle, if you're a good child, they'll keep your most beloved treasures safe. And when the time comes, those treasures will come back to your side once again. Dollies who live in the castle aren't ordinary dollies. They can move and sing and play games with you. Do you want your dolly to come alive? I really do! But do I have to leave my dolly behind? If I have to, then I don't want to. But why? It won't take too much time. My friends, I mean, the fairies, are really powerful, and I'm sure they'll let your dolly move in no time. Just make sure everything's agreed, and your dolly will be back to your side before you know it. My mommy and daddy gave me this dolly for my birthday. I don't want to leave her. When I got my dolly, I told Mommy I'd protect her forever. I have to protect my own little girl, right? Why do people all leave their treasure and stuff so the fairies can keep them? But you're fallen ill. If one day someone else finds you, they could take you away. If they really do, then you'd have no way to protect your dolly, right? Daddy said the same thing too. But it's okay. I'll stay at home like they told me. Mommy and Daddy won't let me get taken away. My dolly is my little girl, and I'll protect my dolly. Mommy and Daddy says I'm their little girl, and Mommy and Daddy will protect me. So as long as I listen to them and be a good girl, I won't get taken away. I can accept that. Thank you for worrying about me. Oh, I still haven't asked your name yet. Are you sure Mommy and Daddy won't find us? You're not from our village, right? I've never seen you before. I'm Dora. What about you? I'm Iris. Iris! Can you play with me for a bit? Just a tiny bit? It's too boring by myself, and I can't play outside. So I can only draw stuff at home and play jigsaws. And I played with them forever, and I'm bored. You can't go outside? If I say I want to go outside, then Mommy will cry. 'Cause I got a really bad disease, and if I go out when I want, then bad people will take me away. They'll take me away, and then I'll never see Mommy and Daddy again. I don't want to make Mommy cry, and I don't want to leave Mommy and Daddy behind, but I miss Mei and all my friends, and I want to go back to school. Oh, don't feel down. I'll play with you. Do you like this one? Or this toy here? See, if you press it, it lights up. Let's play Jigsaw for now, and then next time I'll bring you a new ragdoll. I'm sorry. This is as much as I can do. I don't have any way to let you go outside. I'm sorry. Iris, why are you being all weird and apologetic? You didn't do anything wrong. Do you think if I really see a Miss Fairy, can I make a wish to her? Of course you can! Fairies are enormously powerful! That's great! Will the Miss Fairies in the castle cure my disease? The Miss Fairies can't do everything, either. I see, then. But, even if they don't have a way to cure your disease, if you have any other desires as well, I'm sure they can. Then I want Mommy to never cry again. Can they do that? That's not possible. But if you have anything else, I want to grow up a little faster too. That can't be done either. It can't. None of it can be done. Then never mind. Dora, aren't you disappointed? Don't you feel like the fairies are so useless that then the fairy tales are all liars? Why? I'm gonna tell you a secret. You can't tell anyone else. Actually, my best friend Mei came to play with me this morning, but she couldn't come in, so we talked through the window all secret. Mei said, last night, a Miss Fairy invited her to the castle, and Mei wouldn't lie to me. She said it was like a dream in there, and the cakes and biscuits were all super tasty. Mei's a good girl, too. But if I meet a Miss Fairy, I won't mention any of the wishes from just now. Iris, you have to keep it a secret, too. A secret? Why? Because, think about it. If the Miss Fairy knew she couldn't make my wishes come true, then she'd feel really bad, so I can't tell her about them. Thank you.
You've finally come out. Are you done talking with that girl in there?
How did you know?
Had a chat with her mother and father, and I heard movement from the rooms inside. What's wrong? Didn't go well?
It's none of your business. How are her parents? Are they truly thinking about handing their daughter over?
I can reassure you, they don't want their daughter to leave their side. They just can't think of another way.
And on the off chance someone else finds them, what'll happen?
I'm guessing they'd immediately take the poor girl away and throw her in an isolation ward. The parents are harboring hidden infected, so in all likelihood, they'd be sentenced too. But you don't need to worry about that too much right now. I've already introduced them to somewhere reliable.
What kind of place could even be reliable for people stuck in this situation? I know what Dora has is erypathy, and I know it's an awful disease with no current cure.
What kind of place is it, huh? It's a little hard to describe. But it's essentially somewhere where their daughter can receive treatment. Not somewhere where people just get split apart and left to die, or directly hung or condemned to work in factories.
It sounds like it has something going for it.
Obviously, but it's just a possibility I gave to them. It's up to them how they decide. Victorian people have a strange sense of pride and superiority about their country and its soil. I've had the pleasure of knowing that more times than I can count.
What in the world makes you... Are you being sarcastic?
I don't mean it that way. It's just that throwing away your current life in pursuit of a single possibility, that's something much easier said than done. Even if they opted to go on as things are in the end, I wouldn't be surprised any.
That girl fallen ill still believes in fairy tales. She's still that young. I can't help her. She's a good child, but I don't have anything I can do for her. One story, one dreamland. None of it nearly enough to rescue her from her ailment.
But they let people have hope.
Huh?
I might not know what's gnawing at you right now, but I think stories and sweet dreams are good things. Wonderful things let people yearn, and let them have hope. In awful circumstances like these, letting people hold on to their longing for wonderful things like that, I think, is essential. After all, we need to first know what's good, and that's how we can have a direction to strive in. Am I right?
Then tell me about you. Do you believe in fairy tales?
I believe in some things even more idealistic than fairy tales. If those count as fairy tales too, then yes, I believe. Don't let it weigh on you. There's so little we can do for others in the first place. Right. You said you were looking for someone before.
What?
If you have no other trails, then I actually know a girl called Mabel. I know she was originally Victorian. She's 20-odd, brown-haired, green-eyed, and very nimble with her hands. Though she's not a lover of manual work, she just likes fiddling with machine parts. For the moment, she matches up completely with your account.
She matches so thoroughly, this can't just be a coincidence. Where is she? Tell me where she is.
I've actually gotten more sure the more I think about it. But if she's really the one you're looking for, then you're actually a little late now.
What do you mean?
Certain things happening that probably aren't up to me to tell. Or maybe you should try going to meet her. Alright then.
What? Some of these end so suddenly, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared sometimes for how fast they...
It continues in the files in the op record? Okay. We'll get the ending of the story, guys. Second rate viewer reporting for duty? No! Hello, Thibba, welcome in. The suspense! Also, I'm sorry, I saw people saying that the voice throws them off. I'm trying my best. I really am. I know it's not the most ideal in the world. I I don't know. I'm trying. I'm sorry if I butcher it. They were saying it just did not sound like you, not that it was bad. The voice is good. Okay. I know it's not. No, it's fine. It's fine. Aqua ain't here to say otherwise. Aqua's gonna see the VOD later and be like, what the heck, Star? I know that I know I'm not good at doing, I'm doing it to the level I can. Good enough. That's all I need, right? That's really all I need is good enough. Hello, Dark. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just do Irish? The problem is, like, I have, obviously, most of you guys, most people here, I believe, are in Europe. So, I feel like you guys have a lot more, exposure to various accents. And I do not have much exposure to as many accents, so... I feel like I only have a tiny bit to just quickly try to vaguely remember what something sounds like. Irish's wife accent. The problem is I've only heard her, speaking with like a British accent, right? And then everyone's like, no, it's not correct. But then they're like, for story reasons, you're not allowed to know why it doesn't sound the way it should. And I'm like, okay, noted, got it, okay. Someday I'll learn. Had the stream muted because I didn't want to be spoiled. I have no idea if Iris's records and such are main story connected at all or not. We will get there eventually. Noted. Noted. I liked it. Thank you, Bushmaster. I appreciate it. Too Southern American then? Deepest, southernest yeehaw accent. Oh gosh, no. Alright. Luckily with Enfield we will get voice acting. Well, then I'm out of a job here. They do have chapter 8 spoilers, but nothing beyond that. Okay, noted, noted. Yeah. You're referring to the other stuff I'm assuming. I love the stream in the background. Have a nice day. All right. Sounds good, Dark. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even if you mute the stream, it is all good. I think it's funny that you're actually not the only person to watch the stream muted. So I appreciate it a lot. I am referring to Iris's operator files. Okay, okay. Noted, noted. What do you think of the castle / the fairies so far? It's interesting. It's a very interesting idea. I don't think they have it muted. No, they said that they had it muted. So it's a-okay. If you listen to the stream muted, it still helps a lot. And hello on the Twitch side. Alright. Did not hear the first bit? It's all good. It's all good. Alright. I listen unmuted, I just don't look. You're using me as an audiobook, fair enough. Alright. Next up, I believe we have her actual operator files. Alright.
Doctor, what would you like to do for Rhodes Island today?
I was not expecting you here! What the heck? I was not expecting you! Jeez! Where's Iris? Give me back to Iris! Jeez. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. Jeez. No, No, Jono warned me that when I logged into his account, it would be 50-50. And I was like, oh, okay, it's fine, it's Iris. I didn't think it would change afterwards. Oh. I was given a false sense of security. Jeez. I was given a false sense of security. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be 50-50, okay. It's fine. And then it was Iris, and I'm like, okay, we're fine, it's all good. And I didn't think it would change. Oh. You can change every time you go to the main screen. For some reason, I just forgot that. I just forgot that. What the heck? The squad names, oh my gosh, John. Oh my gosh. John is having fun with this. Oh my gosh, the squad names. Castle of W, no dreams, no castle, no wishes. Oh. Amazing and insane levels of timing here. Oh. Ugh. Okay, what am I doing again? That legitimately started me. Oh gosh. Operator record, thank you, okay. Alright, Iris. Let's get here, not looking. Alright. This is a very pretty skin. Alright. Whew. Put that out of the way. Okay. Wait, am I doing this in the wrong order? Hang on, real quick. KLMX, do I have to read this in a different order? Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm looking at my to-do list and I'm like, wait a minute here. Alright. Sorry, that's out of the order of what I would typically think, you know? Alright. Files first. In that case, hang on. So I can do this. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Codename Iris. Female Victoria. Date of birth April 2nd. Feline. Medical tests have confirmed no infection is present. Okay. A Victorian caster who came to Rhodes Island to return a certain operator's safe-kept items, temporarily residing at Rhodes Island until all related matters are dealt with. Uses peculiar originium arts, able to induce sleep in people and control the contents of their dreams. Imaging tests reveal clear, normal outlines. Okay. Can she really do fieldwork dressed like that? Medical department anonymous remark. Oh, it's fine. It's all good. Very, very ladylike. Archive File 1. Iris came looking for an operator. At first, we thought this operator would be Iris's blood relative, or perhaps one removed, or the beneficiary of her will. After deeper discussion, though, Iris informed us that she'd come to return an operator's safe-kept item, an old-fashioned radio. The only information she knew was that... Great. Alright. The only information she knew was that this operator's real name and external The only information she knew was this operator's real name and external appearance. After all, Iris's true age may be younger than that of the radio before us. As for how she received this from the operator 20 years ago, and why she's returning it 20 years later, We haven't the faintest clue. But seeing as Iris is here, we have an obligation to her and said operator in resolving this property's ownership. As this will involve some formalities, processes, and raising of complex personal issues until these matters are solved, Iris is required to stay aboard in the long term, and after consulting her own views, we've registered her as an operator for the time being. Okay. Mabel, the owner of the radio, was, following confirmation, the deceased operator Bluish Silver of the Rosemontis squad. After repeated discussion, Rhodes Island accepted this item and sent it to a suitable place as per Bluish Silver's request for her personal belongings in her will. When we took it on, we also arranged for Iris and Rosemontis to meet. It seemed this was the first time she'd met with such a situation while delivering items, and when she saw Rosemontis, Iris spilled with sorrow and a sense of loss. At first contact, however, she began to narrate to Rosemontis a fairy tale from Victoria, doing her utmost to convey to Rosemontis the idea that Bluish Silver may not be with us any longer, but in the country of the fairies, she'll rest peacefully. Though this wasn't enough to console an elite operator, or better said, Rosemontis herself didn't need such consoling. Those words filled with kindness still had some purpose in the end. At least Iris could successfully convince and console herself. Not long after, their conversation then ended in a lighter place. We still don't know just what kind of duty Iris shoulders, but out of respect for her, we have not asked her to disclose the details. Perhaps at a more fitting time, she'll pass this information on to the relevant Rhodes Island personnel. Oh, goodness. I don't know who I was expecting, but that was not it, for sure. Alright. Archive File 3. Since becoming an interim operator, Iris has had free movement privileges in the common areas aboard. Her favorite place is the glistening golden playroom, and she'll accompany the children there and play. For those children receiving treatment aboard Rhodes Island, these times of carefree happiness deserve to be cherished. Outside of when a mission requires her, she's always around the children. She sings songs for them, tells them stories, gives them sweets. She favors spending time with them to the point that for a period, the security department's operators were skeptical of Iris's true intentions aboard. After conducting a meticulous investigation, they realized that Iris tried no more than to ask the children if they had anything they'd be forced to give up before too long. Perhaps this has some relation to her duty. Most people who've lived in Victoria before have heard a fairy tale that goes like this. Good children may enter a castle in their dreams, be welcomed by the castle's master, and have a merry time. When waking, about to leave the castle, they may choose to leave their own most precious belongings to the castle and make an agreement with its master. The agreement being something like this. At some precise time when they've grown up, they'll receive this gift from the castle's collection, from their childhood. As for the details, Iris's conduct bears some similarities to this fairy tale, but seeing as many parts of Victoria's own fairy tales would pain the heart, we have no understanding of this fairy tale's full picture, nor secure motive. It may be more appropriate to treat it as Iris's individual behavior for now. Alright. Archive File 4. Recently, many young operators have been discussing what they've run across in their dreams. Each dream's contents are different, but their descriptions all share a magnificent moving castle with an amiable, patient feline master, and a banquet to bring cheer. This story, rooted in Victorian childhood, is now sown throughout the hearts of the children of Rhodes Island. No suffering, no regret. All that is left is hopes for a beautiful life and wishes for the future. Aside from the children, everyone knows who's doing it. But what's the matter with that? Children having distant hopes. Is there anything wrong with it? I've already seen a child hand a treasure over to Iris. An ordinary and mundane wooden box, with a silk-wrapped sweet inside. A few days after, a lissom Cottis took that box away. Presumably, their safekeeping techniques are enough to store things without harm until the agreed day. I have plenty of misgivings, honestly. Would the children really remember this so many years later? A pretty dream? An amiable young miss? A treasure entrusted? At the least, in Blue Silver's will, I hadn't seen any clause relating to that radio. Yet, that doesn't prove that this agreement left behind was meaningless from the start. If she'd actually received this gift, surely she'd be so happy. From what I see, Iris is totally unused to this business of hers. Or perhaps she's only just taken over this hereditary sort of public service. Sorry, I can't find any other way of describing it. It's altruistic, there's no pay, you spend an extreme amount of resources to do it. Probably more than the children who take them up, Iris is the one who truly believes in fairy tales. For many, fairy tale stories languish in the backs of their minds when they've grown up. But Iris, I can put it this way, she's the one who makes fairy tales real. Promotion records as well? I guess all the records, right? Iris's Originium arts can induce peaceful sleep in people. Casting with full power, she could very well sink the most focused adult into slumber, but this level of casting takes a lot out of her, and she'll only use it while on missions. At other times, results are about as effective as a decent dose of long-release sleeping aids. She usually casts within cozy environments, so that over a quarter of an hour, the target's mood will steadily settle, and they fall asleep safe and snug. After that, Iris may fully apply the most important part of her Originium arts, operating dreamlands. This ability can put off many people when they first hear it, since falling asleep and giving rise to a dreamland is one internalized expression of the unconscious mind. And, if someone could rest around in it, to put it loosely, it wouldn't be much different from indirectly controlling someone. But we believe Iris wouldn't do that, a conclusion we've come to after her arriving at Rhodes Island, and our interaction with her. She's never shown such inclinations in her nature, and going by our surface understanding, her duty and dignity wouldn't allow her to play wantonly with others' dreamlands. Besides, Miss Iris's so-called operating dreamlands actually has some strict limits. She needs to have had prior contact, prior awareness, and prior understanding before she can reconstruct key elements within dreamlands. Moreover, the everyday things Miss Iris comes into contact with are most, if not all, good and nice things. Even her most beloved fairy tales. We know Victoria has many that would strike fear into people. Are ones she only knows the revisions of, sanitized and upright editions. Their contents portraying wonderlands that would never exist upon this world. Thus, what Miss Iris portrays to others likely are, and can only be, in such form. As for why a castle, master, and banquet are bound to appear in everyone's dreams, if you may look at the attachments, one photo of Miss Iris herself casting, one of Miss Iris's estate, a small-scale nomadic castle, and one of its interior decoration. I invite any operators able to recall their Dreamland's contents to compare with these. The conclusion goes without saying. I get it! Miss Iris is a fairy from the stories! A certain HR operator's comment. And you're a goofball! A certain operator's comment on a comment. Alright. Interesting. So, basically, it seems like she can sort of allow people to visit her home through their dreams. It's interesting. So she's a Sharingan user? My gosh, Stockler. And so we have a feline that grants people sweet dreams. That's really sweet. That's really nice. I like that a lot, actually. She seems very gentle, good with children, and she allows people into her home. I wonder how that manifests itself. Sweet dreams, Kato. Yeah. Pokemon could learn a thing from her. Or not star if she manifests W in your dream. I don't... It says right here that she wouldn't do that. It says right here. The everyday things Miss Iris comes into contact with are most, if not all, good and nice things. Even her most beloved fairy tales are only the ones she knows revisions of, sanitized and upright editions. Their contents portray in wonderlands that would never exist upon this world. Only good and nice things. It says right here, only good and nice things. All she wants is to give the children sweet dreams and joy, a rarity on Terra. Yes, exactly. As long as you don't annoy her. She has to have prior contact, prior awareness, and prior understanding. Basically, yeah, no, we're not... Her duty and dignity wouldn't allow her to play wantonly with others' dreamlands. Right here! Right here! That's what she likes you to think? I'm pretty sure you have to be consenting here. She seems like a nice person. Why are you painting her as such a villain? She seems very nice, very sweet, and only wants good things in the world. Why question it? See it as a training regimen to toughen you up. She's the Disney of Terra, making fairy tales into nice children's stories. Hopefully old Disney. Hopefully, yeah. Ay. Are we all villains in someone else's stories? I hope not? I don't think you have to always be a villain in someone else's story, what? Always old Disney. No one talks about new Disney. Exactly. Exactly, you get it. Iris is a kind and proper lady who brings happy dreams to children. Exactly. Exactly. We're all just the NPCs in other story. Hopefully you see why I thought you'd like the files. I do. She seems very lovely. She seems very lovely, very elegant. And I honestly do really like this skin. I know we've reviewed this skin before. It's quite a lovely one. There's so many skins that are so nice looking, and I'm like, these really deserve to be animated. Like, how is this one not animated, honestly? It's kind of crazy that it's not. She just wants to help. It's why she's so upset she can't help Dora. I know! It's so sad. Five-star ups don't get that kind of love. Eh. I know you want the Kanta one to be animated. That one really deserves to be animated too, I think. There's so many that really deserve animation. Yeah, you're right though. I mean, even Amiya's isn't animated. I mean, okay, not the skin necessarily, but like the E2 is not animated. It probably wasn't a thing then, I would imagine, but still. Even her base skin is very pretty. It is, yeah. Very, very elegant. Iris is very elegant. Alright. Her shoes have cat paws. I love it. Vignette has a fever, which is why he was not around. He just woke up. Alright. Tell him that I hope he's doing alright and to not worry about anything. But tell him that I hope he's doing okay. And I hope he feels better soon. That is rough. Cruise 1000 Days is animated, but that one is special. Yeah. I'm trying to not pay too much attention to the design of that one. Because I'd like to eventually... Nah, I mean, oh man, the chance of that is so... 1000 Days. That's crazy. It's almost like the length I've been a VTuber in total. That's a scary thought. Alright. Anyway. You'll get there one day. Trying. See you in 3 years. Alright, let's go with the, let's go with her operator record here. I will attempt to try this again. It's not easy. Alright. The Candy House. In the world of fairy tales, children who cannot speak, adults who hide far away, the silent teapots and candlesticks can all be heard if you listen carefully. And this is the place? Yep. Raymond Bernard. He left his keepsake with us 37 years ago. Fairy tale collection? It must be written by the child himself. It's very callow. But it leaves a deep impression in parts too. Show me, show me! One day, I will make everyone read the fairy tales that I write. Verbatim by him on the first page. Fairy tales. What I'll say is, I could choke on the smell of this place. And all the hooligans we've crossed. Shameful manners. Beautiful childhood dreams and wretched present. Every undertaking feels just as disharmonious as this. Whoever's outside, you can come in. I told you, I've got no money. I'm flat broke. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I won't repay. But soon, real soon, I'll have the money. Cross my heart. He shouldn't be in at this time. Did Granny get something wrong? I don't know. We certainly don't tend to run into things like this. But there's a chance Granny set this up on purpose. Why? Because this is a fairy tale. And the fairy always shows up to the right person at the right time. I'm Iris, master of the Castle of Dreams, keeper of the castle, keeper of the cradle. As per our agreement, I've come to return something once left to the castle. Oh, you're door-to-door people. Sorry, I'm not buying. Couldn't afford it anyway. And to be deathly honest, I'm surprised your boss is sending little girls out into this lonely a place. Honestly, why can't nobody just listen politely until someone is done speaking? This is the fairy tale collection you agreed to leave with the Castle of Dreams. Castle of Dreams? Sorry, not a brand I've heard of. Where did you get this? You're pulling my leg! Hey, what are you flustered for? The Castle of Dreams, the one from the fairy tales, you know? Iris is the heir, the fairy who gives children wonderful hopes. Ding-a-ling, fairy tales are in fact real. Seeing as the agreement is fulfilled, I think we'll be leaving now. We hope the fairy tales you wrote stay with you forevermore. The fairy? Hold on, wait! Stop right there! What do you think you're up to? Sorry, misunderstanding. I've no clue if you're real or not, but you look so much like it! So much! Your clothes, your speech, everything. What utterly rude remarks! We're not concoctors of lies here. Do you think we're swindling you? Should we punish him? No. Okay. Today is a child's birthday here at the orphanage. I want you, as fairies, to come celebrate his birthday with me. Give him something as fine as a fairy tale to remember. That's what he wishes for and all.
The wish of a child? If what you're saying is true...
It is. True as all.
Creating and safeguarding wonderful memories for each and every child? Yes, it is a fairy's duty.
I need to tell you in advance, though. The boy might be a little different. Well, no, he's a good kid, but... Anyway, no matter what happens, please don't get mad at him. And most importantly, don't blow the act. I beg you.
What's his name? How old is he this year?
Jurian. He's turning 7. No, let's say 8.
You don't even remember his age?
Ugh. 8.
I think something's not quite normal about this man. Are you sure about going? I'll be covering you, of course. Grown up or child, no one can fool a fairy when they lie. He's not entirely told us the truth. But what I'm more concerned about is the boy.
Jurian. Where are you hiding?
He's been sneaking glances at us the whole time. Maybe something's up with him? It might be because you've been holding on to your scissors.
Well, somebody's got to be keeping an eye on the grown-ups.
Careful! Anna, you've scared him. He's just a child.
You're blue. Pretty. Purple. Dangerous.
Hey! No wonder Raymond said he was only 8. He's been left to remain in that period forever, a child. Good evening, Jurian. I'm Iris, the blue one. Just like the sky when there's no sign of catastrophe.
Iris. Sky.
That's Bena, the purple one. Poisonous wisteria. But her poison is only for bad people who try to be sneaky.
You, don't give me that.
Batty.
Uncle isn't batty.
He's hiding from us on purpose, and especially Raymond. Is Jurian calling himself a bad person? Jurian, bad people don't meet the fairy from the stories. Your uncle told me today was your birthday.
Birthday. That's right, your birthday. Yes, birthday. Today's my birthday, Uncle. So the fairy from the stories is here to celebrate your birthday.
Stories, fairy, new friend?
Yes.
Hello?
Jurian might hurt. Dangerous. Can't meet. Oh, Jurian!
He's done a runner. You didn't frighten him, did ya? It wasn't me that scared him off. Why haven't I seen any more of the orphanage's children? Are the 2 of them the only ones here?
Jurian, listen now. Open up the door, okay?
Leave him be for a while. You'll only make him more nervous at this rate.
Sorry, I think it's been too long since he's seen a stranger. He's not usually like this. He's good.
Meet a fairy from the stories, celebrate a birthday together. Raymond, was that really Jurian's wish? I'll be frank, I've noticed how he avoided you the whole time. Keeping our distance on purpose, even denying contact. He fears you.
No! No, he doesn't!
Chop chop!
Ugh, I'm sorry, I mean, Jurian's just a bit uncomfortable. I haven't spent time with him in a long while too, so...
It seems I'm right. The only longing for a fairy tale here is Raymond, not Jurian. You know liars are bad people, and bad people get banished from fairy tale worlds.
I'm not!
If you don't want this story to end like that... Is it just the two of you here? Where are the rest of the children? Be honest this time.
If you must ask. It was years and years ago. I only adopted a child out of a moment of soft-heartedness. But after that, well, more and more children came in, and before I even knew it, my place had become an orphanage. I didn't realize my home would get so run down over time, though. The state it's in now. With so many years gone by, most of the children have left. Jurian's the only one who's stayed here. You've seen how he is. Oh, I think that's the cake people come to deliver. Just hang around a while longer. Just until we're done celebrating. Please, I'm begging you. You're such professionals, honestly. I can pay you extra. You have my thanks a million times.
How overboard? What are we, actors for hire for some flimsy Victorian theater? I hardly think we have hourly rates. They're all such lovers of the exquisite craft that makes up those stories, and yet they don't believe the fairy tale happening right in front of their faces. The more elaborate stories are always married to reality in some form. It comes in clear indicators, like signs on emergency exits, the kinds of things that make people jump for joy as if they've been redeemed. But fairy tales are too free. Free-form to the point you might want to pray for something, but wouldn't even know how to start going about it. That's why grown-ups don't believe. What they're after is help that comes with a clear price tag. Anywhere, anytime. But children will believe, because fairy tales are the friends that accompany them. Even in the gloomy vales, there's no fear they're alone. That said, haven't you realized? Raymond is the one who's truly hoping for a fairy. Him? You can tell he doesn't believe in fairy tales from a mile away. Fairies always bring miracles, after all. The fact he doesn't credit fairy tales hardly matters. As long as Jurian can believe, as long as he can have a perfect birthday, he'll accept it. Sounds like he's using us. I'll tell him. Just don't do anything rash, Bena. What about you? I'll take a look around. If we're going to construct a fairy tale dreamland, we need to feel things out, think them through, know them top to bottom. And need I say, this is quite real. The child isn't feigning it. I can't just toss this aside. If Raymond does intend on doing anything bad, I'll be punishing him. Chop chop! You really can't just hang on one moment? We're in a hurry to get rich, us brothers. Fork it over. What you got this time? Wait. Just this much.
Oh, yeah! Quiet! What, scared your dumb boy's gonna find out? What's it matter if he does? Just do him in. Job's done.
And my money?
Here.
You really are a bunch of terrible children.
The hell are you?
By the looks of things, plenty of children did once live here. Almost all the rooms have been turned into child's bedrooms, and the place is littered with child-sized odds and ends. It's odd, though. Jurian's room is so far away from all the rest of them. It's not even on the same floor. But it is very close to Raymond's. Oh? Is this a group photo of them all? 1, 2... 13 children. And Jurian's absent? Why do we always travel so far flung, out from the city, through village old and young? No soul to answer, no soul to care. The shepherds leave the beasts in the wild to fare. Don't shed a tear now, don't let it hurt. Audrey, sit here. Pee-wee, next to you. A rusted silver-gray teapot, a faded building block. These items lacking any life are, one by one, given names by Jurian. In Jurian's nebulous perception, they are, and have always been, his playmates. Good evening, Jurian. Ah! Oh, what's wrong? Mess! Mess! You can't make messy! Spoon, knife, fork. Ah, I'm so sorry about that. There. Now we're all in place. Can't make messy. Do you remember me? Blue. Color like no catastrophe. Friend. That's right. No catastrophe in the sky. Won't you introduce me to all your lovely little friends? Jurian can't touch. Really? What a way to treat a fairy who's come to visit. It's incredibly rude, you know. If that's how it must be. Now, come Wisplight and Lamplight. Come light up the way. Come to our little tea party to stay. The eyes of the children are like a stage growing in all directions. From afar comes a fairy tale forest morning breeze, wafting through the curtains. The flames upon the candlesticks entwine like partners for the ball. Here come the gods, and they dance and sing for us, carrying scissors to chop away. Jubilation. Hops, skips, and jumps. This is the magic that children are given. Really beautiful! Pretty! Not every child is lucky enough to witness a fairy's magic, you know. So, you must be a tremendously exceptional one. Fairy, new friend. Of course, Miss Fairy is your friend. Jurian, scared to hurt friend. A fairy is a friend that can't be hurt, you know? Not by anyone. A friend who'll always be by your side. If you lie, you're a gloom pincher. Audrey, this one talks a lot. Pee-wee always plays with me. Friend. Ronnie, angry, loud. Teapot with no lid is the talkative Audrey. The faded building block, his best friend Pee-wee. The necklace inlaid with jewels, the tempersome Ronnie. These must be the things his past friends left behind. Jurian, can you answer a few questions for me? Remember, if you lie, you're a gloom pincher. If you lie, you're a gloom pincher. Well then. Raymond, Uncle, what is he? Uncle, always looking after Jurian. Looking after family. So, why do you always hide from him? Uncle won't see me. I'm bad person. Hurt Uncle. Your friends, the other children, where did they go? Friends all gone. Jurian hurt friends. Gone! All gone! Chop chop! Bad child caught! Bad child! Jurian, bad child! She doesn't mean you! Jurian, bad child! Bena, what's going on? I sneaked my way over, but never saw even a hint of delicious birthday cake. Instead, I found this rotten boy selling off any valuables here to a bunch of awful silly billies. Wait, listen, I can explain. You're not exactly a first-timer either, are you? Where are the other children? You can't have sold them off too, can you? Uncle. Jurian, what are you doing out here? Can we please talk about this in private? At least not in front of Jurian. Not a chance. Purple, bad. Jurian! Goodness! Arts? He doesn't even have an arts unit! Jurian, no! Watch out! Bena, you said Raymond was selling things off. Quite right. Jurian, wait! Let go! Uncle can't touch! You won't hit me! Bena, no making a scene. Really, the lot of you are incorrigible children. Raymond, come here. Were those your partners in crime? No! Batty! Chop chop! Jurian, you must listen to the fairy. We're off to find your friends. Friends! There's still children here? Where? Nowhere. You did sell them off after all. Inside every shipment of goods you sent off, I imagine. No, that's ridiculous. I was only selling... Longing and yearning Jurian has for his friends is placed within the objects that signify them. Eh? What exactly was it that happened?
Well... I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's been infected. How? All the other children are clearly fine. How bad is it? Serious? Serious or not, that's not your concern right now. You should be worried for yourself. If they find you've gotten infected here, then you won't just be legally hamstrung. You'll put the rest of the children in peril.
Uncle, going out? Going out! I'll carry stuff. This luggage.
Jurian, come with me. You're moving onto this floor now. It'll be easier for your uncle to look after you.
But...
And you have to tell me before you go downstairs. If you want to go play, I'll play with you.
But...
No buts!
Bleeding. Uncle, you're bleeding! Did I do a bad thing? Sorry, Jurian, bad child. You never realized how hurt, how panicked he'd be when he couldn't find his friends?
I thought it was just stuff he couldn't find. I thought he just talked to those things because he was so bored.
They're not things, they're friends. His most precious friends, ever since you drove everyone away from him.
Save it! What choice did I have? Look at the state of me, a noble! I don't think anyone else except me would have even taken him in. But I'm threadbare. Selling valuables is the only way I can get by.
Raymond.
There was nothing I could do. Nothing! I don't have the first clue about Aripathy. I was scared it'd spread to the other children. But I couldn't abandon Jurian. I
hurt friends. If you get close, hurt. Uncle is good person.
Sorry, I know you mean well. You're professionals through and through. But fake in the end is fake.
Fake. Can't find friends?
No need for pretenses now. You can take all the money I got selling the stuff. I'd be lost for anything on the off chance you got infected. You'd best go.
Fairy Blue is fake?
Sorry, Jurian. I shouldn't be lying to you. I just wanted to...
Jurian, come back! Jurian!
Where are you going?
Leave! Jurian wants to leave! Then Audrey and Pee-wee and they'll come back! Jurian is leaving! Don't get close! Jurian, just hold it! Blue, colored like no catastrophe. I really like the stories in Dining Hall. Thank you. Jurian can't control. Dangerous purple, dangerous! Drastic measures it is. It seems naughty children need to be taught a little lesson. Bena, drag Raymond over as well. Dark! Where's Jurian? Where is this? Don't be afraid. I'm by your side. Blue. There is a person holding on to you. Are they hurt? Hand blue. Not like blue. Answer me now. Are they hurt? No, very warm. Holding tight. Jurian can feel pulse. Very fast pulse. Then you can open your eyes now. The one holding your hand is your uncle, Ryman. Do you see? You won't hurt anyone.
Well, this is a little embarrassing.
Jurian, not purple. You're blue too, okay? No catastrophe in the sky. The purest, clearest sky. But Jurian's friends. Remember, the wish you made to me? That's your agreement with the fairy now. Once made, it's never to be broken. As for you...
Me?
As is perfectly clear, you built a candy house straight from a fairy tale by your own two hands. Even as it melted and crumbled bit by bit, you never chose to leave. But somehow, you forgot the most important thing.
What did I forget?
Oh, what a stubborn, blind grown-up you are. No wonder nobody of age has found their way to the Castle of Dreams in so long. Do you have on you, right now, the item you left with the castle? Children hid inside their home, but with a single puff, the terrible beast blew off their roof. The children panicked and ran outside, but with a single tap, the ferocious beast destroyed the last things they had. With nowhere left to go, the children followed a trail of breadcrumbs, and in the forest, they found a candy house. That candy house you built for them was as sturdy as a castle. And that is a fairy tale ending. But what kind of ending is it to have nothing aside from a castle? The evil witch may well gobble up everyone within. The tyrant king would soon make slaves of them all.
What really matters is what stories take place inside the castle.
What did you write on the first page?
One day, I will make everyone read the fairy tales that I write.
Yes, fairy tales. We see to it that wonderful, hopeful fairy tales take place inside those tiniest castles in the depths of every child's heart. We use the castle to keep them safe and sound, to protect them. Don't we?
And yet, all I gave them was fear. I'd forgotten the fairy tales I wrote myself.
But you still believe. How else would Bena and I be here? And of course, it isn't just for your sake. It's for Jurian's too. Blue is called Iris. A fairy, right? Are you really real? Indeed, I am. Where am I?
So thought Jurian as he woke up in the forest. He remembered how if he followed the forest trail, he would find the way to the Castle of Dreams. Jurian walked and walked until he found a teapot with no lid. It was the talkative Audrey.
Jurian, you've got to hear this! Yesterday, I saw a mangler beast in the forest burying honey in the ground. And then he walked around and around and around and around, waiting for the honey to grow.
Jurian and Audrey walked and walked until they found a necklace inlaid with jewels. It was the tempersome Ronnie.
I was waiting forever for you. Are you thick, Jurian? Manglers don't bury honey. They wouldn't do that.
Jurian and Audrey and Ronnie walked and walked until they found a faded building block.
It was the faithful playmate, Pee-wee. Come on, come on! We're almost to the Castle of Dreams! Jurian and Audrey and Ronnie and Pee-wee walked and walked, until a path in the forest opened up before them. There, the castle, every bit as dreamlike as its name, opened its grand gate wide. Out before them came but a fairy dressed in blue, who gave an elegant greeting. Welcome to the Castle of Dreams. I am Iris, Master of the Castle of Dreams, Keeper of the Cradle. I've had a talk with Granny. Jurian will be staying at the Castle of Dreams. He'll greet and guide every child lucky enough to pay the castle a visit.
Thank you, really. I don't know how to thank you enough that you do all this for Jurian.
You needn't thank us. It's the fairy tale ending children ought to have.
I've sold off the manor and the rest of my belongings, and found a new place in the city and a new job. I'll be working with orphanages for as long as I live. I'll see that every child hears my fairy tales.
Once something is returned from the Castle of Dreams, the time magic loses its effect. You'll have to take care of your fairy tale collection yourself from now on.
I will.
Then, I believe Jurian and the rest of the children will very much look forward to the day they can hear of the fairy tales you write.
All right, here we go. I can never tell when it's ending. That was really sweet though. The thought of a mentally stunted adult with arts they don't have good control over is both something I had never thought about before and terrifying. That is true, yeah. Very true. The end. There you go. There's your fairy tale. That was really interesting, honestly. Yeah, absolutely. Comments on the story? I really like Iris. She just seems like such a sweetheart. She, like, I see Iris as like a Mary Poppins, and I think that's really sweet. Misspoke earlier, the next vignette is also tied into Iris's story. Oh, okay. Okay, noted. Oh. Noted, noted. What did you guys think of it? I really like Iris. I think she's a sweetheart. Alright. Let me think here. That was very interesting. Yeah, I think so too. Alright. Up record to Vignette. Turns out Terra also has wishcrafters. I would love to talk to her. She seems like a sweetheart. I would love to have tea with her. I would love to learn more about her. I mean, I think we've learned as much as we can, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. She just seems so gentle and nice, and you know what? That's really nice for a place like Terra to have someone like Iris. Oh, fairy, please bless my dream of gamba. Oh my gosh. No. No. Never going to abuse a fairy's wishes like that. Aren't you afraid she'll compete with your business? No. I never understand how old she is. Everyone calls her a child, but because of her clothing, I always end up thinking she's like 30. Yeah, this image in particular, I would at least paint 20. I love Iris's story, especially her outlook, despite Terra being Terra.
And, you know, it's like the record said, right? Like, it's so necessary. It's so necessary in a place like Terra to have something like that. Honestly, I feel like I really resonate with that kind of message. I think that when times are terrible and scary, you really do need very simple, happy things. And I know that there's a lot of people who have the opinion that, like, when things are bad, everything is bad, and you kind of just need to, like, focus on the bad for some reason, but I like the philosophy of making the good in the mundane. I think that that's just something really important. I have this book, actually, and it's called Joyful, and it's all about aesthetics, like basic first world consumerist aesthetics, but it talks about the mental health side of it, and how even though it seems really silly, it can really, really change people. It can really change people's outlook, and it can really, you know, it can't cure erypathy, but it's just as important to have something that can make you happy and be able to get through things that are difficult. It's kind of like how in wars throughout history, right? A lot of times entertainment sees renaissance because people need to be able to escape to something like that. Being the master of the castle? Maybe she just appears childlike to adults. That is possible too. That is very, very possible. So for me, as an artist, as an illustrator, I really believe in the power of good things, aesthetics, dreamlike fairy tales, sweet candies, things like that. I think it's very important. Alex, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Suzerain and Iris, be nice and shiny in the grimy world. You know what would be a really fun squad at some point? I need like a Light Knight squad, and it's like Blemmy and Suzerain and Iris and all the like happy-go-lucky, good-natured operators. In war, the one that keeps morale high is as important as the deadliest of the sharpshooter. I like that a lot. Yeah, I agree with that. Alright. Will I know how to get there from here, or should I not try? Yes, okay. Archives. Yes? Yes. There we go. Speaking of which, you need to read Suzerain's Module X story at some point. It's wholesome as heck. I've heard it's like the reason that, I've heard it's like the reason that she's given the nickname that she is, so I'm very interested to read that at some point. Absolutely. Alright. This one is Stories of Afternoon. Okay. Alright. We change that there. Again, we're hiding alerts during vignettes. Alright. There we go. Next vignette. Let's throw a party! Speaking of cheerful aesthetics. (4:22 p.m.) Clear. Rhodes Island Landship. Compartment 5, Training Grounds. Oh ha! Cleave, thrust, swing! Phew! That concludes today's training. Here, know your limits. You're pushing yourself a little too hard here. No. Phew! worry. I'm a-okay, Doctor. I know myself, and I'm well within my limits here. Instructor Doberman and Liskarm helped me work out a training schedule, so you don't have to worry. The operator's training here always works so hard. I have to go all out. I can't hold anyone back. Oh, by the way, Doctor, I'm going on a mission with the other Black Steel girls in a couple of days, and won't be training here for a while. So, thanks so much for everything you've done for me here. You look like you have something to say. Ha! Receptive as always, Doctor. Am I so easy to read? Well, I'm really glad to go on a Black Steel mission. It's just... I have a few pets, and, I usually take care of them. But when I'm out on a mission, I have to ask other people to do it. I usually ask the other Black Steel girls. The Scarm and Franca help most of the time, but they're always on missions together and taking R&R together. If one's gone, so is the other. Franca likes to joke around, but she's actually really reliable. Puffball, Tiny, Kuro, and Stout all really love Franca. Sometimes Jessica takes care of them, if I can't find those two. But, this one time, Kuro kind of startled her, and I think she was going to cry. Can I ask? What exactly are these pets? Huh? Didn't I bring Puffball and the gang around to meet you, Doctor? Puffball, Tiny, and Kuro are all Originium snails, and Stout is a Sargon Desert metal crab, and every last one of them is cute as a button! What's wrong, Doctor? Oh, no, I know that look in your eyes, Doctor. No, you can't eat them! Not Puffball, not Tiny, not Kuro, not Stout! You can't eat any of them! I know you've been eating all kinds of weird stuff behind Dr. Calcit's back. I was going to ask you to take care of them, but now? No way. What am I going to do? We're all going out together this time. What's going to happen to my babies? The other operators are all busy with their own things, so I can't just go up and ask them out of nowhere, can I? Couldn't hurt to try. Like, try asking the next one who walks by. Huh? Take this seriously! You're joking, right, Doctor? Who will it be? Oh, I hope it's someone reliable. Someone's coming. Their footsteps are very light, with a steady pace, very steady. He must be a great warrior. Huh? What's that fragrance? I remember this scent. It's... Melantha! Ah! Yes, it's me. Good afternoon, Doctor. Vanilla. So, what can I do for you? Sorry, it's kind of unusual for you to ask me for something. I just... Not at all! You're a big help, Melantha! Thank you so much! It's nothing. And actually, I'm just going to ask Steward. But really, I'm glad I could help. Oh. She's blushing.
Melantha's so timid off the battlefield. Don't worry, I'll take great care of Vanilla's pets.
Thank you so much for your trouble.
Thanks, Steward. Think nothing of it. I really won't have you standing on ceremony. We're friends.
How could we be friends? You two have been with Rhodes Island for so long, you're far more senior than me. Does company seniority matter so much? Oh, by the way, is Melantha also going on this mission? None of my superiors mentioned it. Yes, I am. It was decided kind of suddenly. They only just told me. It was Master, Franca, who said she wanted to see how my swordsmanship was coming along. The timing was right, so she applied to have me join the team. Oh, Franca? She's been teaching you her sword techniques? Yes. Is she actually a good teacher? I know she's really reliable, but I hope she isn't a bad influence on a good girl like Melantha. Oh no, the more I think about it, the more worried I get. Not at all. Franca likes to play around, but she's very serious when it comes to sword fighting. It's all thanks to Franca that I've come as far as I have. She's a great influence on me. Oh, sorry, I may have gone a bit overboard. You two are actually pretty close. But I'm glad to know that Franca is a good teacher anyway. I won't worry. Franca's a great swordsmaster. I've never seen her lose a sparring match to anyone in Blacksteel. Master is amazing. I have a lot more to learn. Oh, right. Sorry, but it's time for me to go. I have an appointment with Ansel for a routine checkup today. Routine checkup? Yes, for heripathy. Oh. What, again? Didn't you just get checked the day before yesterday? And medical gave you a new drug after the last checkup, right? Yes, it's because they want to keep tabs on my new medication. Nothing to worry about. Dr. Warfarin says my infection is under control. I'm glad. You better get going for now. Thanks again. We could get tea when you're done with your checkup, if you have time. Oh, tea? Yeah, sounds good. It's a date. Thank you again for your help, Steward.
And thank you, Vanilla.
Me? Huh?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh? I feel like Melantha changed a lot. She's in such a good mood now.
You think so too? Melantha is much more confident now than when we first formed the squad.
Confident? Oh, yes, it's confidence. I've always felt that Rhodes Islanders are different from the infected I've met in the past. I think it's because you all live. You keep pushing so hard to live your lives, if that makes sense. Sometimes I forget about the whole infection thing altogether. It's really incredible.
Ha, incredible? No, I don't think so. Rhodes Island has been forced to get involved in a lot of things, but it's still essentially a pharmaceutical company. It's always been mostly about developing medicine and the treatments for the infected. An infected person who would make the effort to come here for treatment. She's going to be the type who won't give up on life, right?
It makes sense when you put it that way.
That's why we have to work with other organizations to make up for what we don't have. Such is the case, for example, with Blacksteel. Thanks to professionals like you, Vanilla, our operators are under less pressure.
No, I'm not even a professional yet. I'm still in training. It's the senior operators who are professional mercenaries. Laskarm and the others didn't have to take a test to come here like I did.
A test?
Yes, both practical and written exams. I spent a week in the library preparing for that written test. I didn't even sleep.
You're a hard worker. That's a bit of a surprise, though. Blacksteel is more serious about our cooperation agreement than I thought.
Why would you say that? Since the Eurypathy crisis began, a lot of Blacksteel mercenaries got infected. We're okay, though. And Eurypathy isn't that scary to us mercenaries. Our work is dangerous enough already.
You'll die in the end either way.
Right. On the other hand, some clients don't want to hire infected, so we're getting fewer contracts, making less money, and probably causing some headaches for the bosses. I think that's around the time we started cooperating with Rhodes Island. Franca told me about it, but I don't know the details.
I see.
And I'm very lucky I got to come here and see so many things and meet so many people I never would have encountered before. Every single day! It's really fulfilling. Not to mention free dessert in the cafeteria once a week. I've probably gained a lot of weight since coming here.
Probably not. As long as you keep your nutrition balanced, it's good to eat a little more. Take care not to overeat, but health is what matters.
No, Steward, you don't understand! It's not about what other people think, it's about how it affects your mood.
Oh, is that right? Dang straight. Vanilla knows what she's talking about.
Ah, Blaze! Oh. Blaze? Who is this little girl?
This little rascal? She's Dora, one of my adorable little friends. And please, try to chill out, Vanilla. I don't want you trying to trade business cards with a child.
Nice to meet you. Hello?
Good afternoon, Miss Dora. Did you take your medicine today? She pulled a half hour of storybook time out of me on account of it tasted too bitter. I'm on to you, little rascal. You said it was too bitter last time, too. And Dr. Calcit fixed up the taste.
But it is bad. You said so yourself.
I don't take the same stuff as you. No excuses.
Oh. I need to go.
Huh? Oh, it's time for class?
Yes. The medic lady said she'd teach us how to make paper flowers today.
Will you make one for me? I'll give you a candy.
I'll think about it. Bye-bye, Miss.
No running in the halls. You'll fall and hurt your... Ugh, she fell. This kid.
She's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, she looks quiet, but she's a wrecking ball. Warfarin had to scare her into behaving. Doesn't matter. Anyway. I've never seen you two hang out. Aren't you usually with the Black Steel girls, Vanilla? Did Amia organize a mixer? Huh?
We're not...
Blaze, don't joke. Did that sound like a joke? Honestly, I think we should have a mixer when we all get together and relax. I'm sure we'll make time. And anyway, haven't we had a few private functions? I know I've seen Blaze drinking and puking with quite a few contract operators. Those don't count! That must be the boozy nightmare Liskarm talks about sometimes. By the way, was that little girl a Rhodes Islander? Dora? She's here for treatment, so I think she counts? Yes, but we're classified differently. Combat personnel are different from logistics personnel, and there's a few others. It's all HR stuff, you know? You sound unsure. It's not my wheelhouse. Why are you so fixated on Dora? I don't know. I guess I'm just curious. I saw her when I first got here, too. Oh? I came to give the doctor my paperwork, and there was this cute infected girl and her parents waiting outside the door. The girl, though still small, was very well behaved. She just held onto her tattered doll. She didn't make a sound. It was no big deal, but it made an impression. That must have been Dora. That doll was a mess. I told her I'd buy her a new one, but she wouldn't have it. I ended up getting Bibik to stitch it up for her. So it was her. I think I remember. She's Victorian, right? I think so. Her medical records say she was involved in a street fight and inhaled a bunch of originium dust. I took a look at it before when I was helping Hibiscus give her some shots. The children in that ward come from different backgrounds, but they are all in the same place now. Cardigan likes to play with them, and Ansel always stays late after medicating them to tell stories and such. They're all very happy kids. Dora is especially optimistic. She always says she wants to join my squad when she grows up. Where do you think she gets it from? To want to join Blaze's team? She must be a little unhinged. Hey! It's a fairly common story around here. Just pick any of the medical compartments at random, and you'll find a few people who have been through similar things. Yeah, it's nothing new. The world sucks.
Is she very sick? Her family didn't look rich. I don't think they'd be able to afford treatment. Honestly, I kinda didn't expect to see her again.
A normal place, where the bosses have their heads screwed on right, definitely wouldn't take a dying patient with no money. There's a better way to phrase it. But Blaze is right. There is no cure for erypathy, and even an organization like ours has limited resources. That's why the infected are in such a tough position.
But Rhodes Island didn't turn them away. Rhodes Island isn't small, but I guess you can't say it's a really big organization either. Since coming to Rhodes Island, I've seen a lot of people. A lot of infected people who came here for medical attention. And some of them even came forward and said they were willing to fight.
All of us in Reserve Op Team A4 did exactly that.
You too, Steward?
Of course.
I hadn't even heard of this place before the Black Steel Partnership. Who could imagine a company that saves the infected and doesn't even get paid anything for it?
That's not quite right.
Huh? It's not?
It's not that we don't get paid anything. We just get paid without money. If one side has to pay too much, that's actually a big burden on both sides. An agreement like that wouldn't last. No matter how sweet Amiya might be, she wouldn't do something like that. We do provide treatment, but it's definitely not free. Here, we've got a fine example standing right here.
Oof,
Blaze, you're gonna break my shoulder if you keep patting me like that. You can choose all kinds of different ways to contribute to Rhodes Island in exchange for the treatment we provide. Definitely not just fighting. Us combat operators are actually the rarest bunch. We got logistics to handle the paperwork, engineering to keep Rhode Island itself trucking along, envoys to go talk to other organizations, not to mention procurement and cleaning staff. Even if you want to wash dishes in the cafeteria, that's fine. As long as it helps, you can do it. Hearing it again, it does sound pretty idealistic. Is that bad? Not at all.
But, what can a little kid like Dora do to help Rhodes Island?
You saw, they're about to learn how to make origami flowers.
Huh?
The paper flowers they fold will be used to decorate the mixer. Then they'll be given to every operator as they come back to Rhodes Island. Since when is there a mixer? Just now, I decided. Whatever. The point is, there's work to be done, and the work those little guys do looks a little different from the work I do, but it's all important to Rhodes Island. Now, let's be real. I know you guys have been calling our company a sweatshop.
That was a joke. Just a joke.
Yeah, sure. That's what I say when I tease the doctor.
Blaze, please.
My opinion is a bit different from that of Blaze. There are some of us who trade our labor to Rhodes Island in exchange for treatment, and many more who coincidentally have interests aligned with the company. Of course, there are many who truly believe in Amiya and her philosophy and are willing to give everything to that end. But we don't necessarily all share those ideals. Sometimes we just happen to be on the same path in the same direction, and end up side by side in this moment.
I think I understand, but...
It's alright. You don't have to think about it too much. The important thing is that we're all getting a little bit better. Things are good for now. People are happy. As are you, Vanilla. You've been smiling a lot lately.
Oh, I have? It's probably just because I'm so fulfilled here at Rhodes Island. Although there's still a lot of things I'm not used to. Like doors that suddenly open on their own. And the last time I was in the corridor, some medical device suddenly started talking to me. I jumped out of my skin.
I suppose you aren't used to such things. Anakiel was telling me about the rubber band launcher he helped Exusie make. He said you snapped it in half.
He made that? Sorry. The rubber band startled me, so I acted on instinct. I'm really sorry.
That's okay. Anakiel wasn't angry. He's a man of few words, but he's a gentle soul. I can testify to that. But, if he ever comes to you with any more inventions that cause you trouble, do let me know. Or Melantha.
Hey, I just had a thought.
Maybe that whole sweatshop thing actually fits? What's this again? I mean, those kids, what are they? Child labor? An early investment? An early investment? Yeah, it'll pay off, won't it? Rhodes Island teaches these kids all kinds of things. Little punks are probably better than us at a bunch of stuff. Like, I get a headache looking at numbers, and then when they toss letters in with the numbers, they're all probably going to be awesome. Way more awesome than me. They'll do all kinds of stuff I never could. So, you know, it's a return on investment. A return? Not necessarily. Shh, let me dream. Don't say it. Oh, it's Amiya. Looks like another mission. I kind of want to blow it off. I can just blow it off, right? Well, I gotta go. Vanilla, Steward, let's get a drink at that mixer. She talks like that, but she still walks away with a smile on her face. Are we really going to have a mixer? What if I don't drink? Oh, don't mind Blaze. She's always like that. She won't force you. No? That's kind of a disappointment. Huh? Okay, this is my place. Come on in. All right. Ah, so this is where Vanilla lives. Don't laugh, it's kind of a mess. Oh, here's Puffball and the gang. Puffball? What a cute name. Vanilla, your pets, are these are your pets? Yes. They're all cute little critters from my hometown. I fear the word cute has lost all meaning. Oh, don't worry, Steward. Kuro may be big, but he's really the gentlest of them all. It's so hard to fight them on the battlefield, and Instructor Doberman always yells at me, but I really can't help it. I can tell you really like animals, Vanilla. And, well, these pets, they certainly have character. They sure do. They're very well behaved. They don't make a mess. Just give them a little food and water every day and they're good to go. Oh, but be careful not to press the spikes on their shells. Otherwise, they explode. Explode? Vanilla, is it really okay to have a pet like this in your room? Huh? Of course! I got permission from Amiya and Dr. Calcit. This terrarium is made of a special material that insulates the originium. It's very safe. Also, I prepared their food already. See? Just press this button on the side, like so, and it automatically feeds them. Pretty crazy, huh? I actually think it's crazier that you're here keeping originium slugs. Sorry, what? Nothing. Oh, and for water, they really only need a little bit every other day. Keep the environment nice and dry, just like my hometown. Understood. I'll make sure not to overwater them. These originium snails and that metal crab, they look nicer than any I've seen before. Your hometown is in Sargon, right? That's right. It's a very remote place in the Sargon countryside. What's it like? It's, well, a very poor place with very few resources. You can't farm there because there's nothing but sand. You have to hunt to survive. All the children in my tribe are raised to be great hunters. You too? Yes, me too. Then why did you join Blacksteel? It's kind of embarrassing, but for money. Money? Yep, Blacksteel. Blacksteel Worldwide is just a mercenary group. Maybe everyone joins with a different goal, but a lot of mercenaries just need money. And that's me. Is that right?
But it seems as though Jessica doesn't want for money. Jessica? She has some other motivation, I guess. She doesn't talk about these things much, so I don't really know. But where I come from, everyone is very poor. It doesn't rain much in the Sargon deserts. When it does, the water accumulates in small oasis pools, and caravans cross the entire desert looking for them, stopping briefly as they pass by our tribe to take out some goods to trade. It's mostly barter. No one has much money, but every home has a little something to trade. The caravans usually stay for just a day or two, and when it gets very cold at night, everyone gathers around the fire. We eat a little jerky, the adults drink a couple of sips of wine to ward off the cold, and the kids get a handful of dates to snack on. The traders tell the children about what's going on in the world outside the desert, usually something new and fun. Like how in the far, far east, there are fragrant cities with flowers everywhere, huge metropolises overflowing with wealth and happiness. I could go for some of that. Right? But since I've been out here, I haven't had a chance to check and see if the East is really so great. Anyway, having heard stories like that, it's only natural I'd be curious about the outside world. There's no way I could stay in the desert and be a regular old hunter. So I followed the merchants out to a small town on the edge of the desert. And you found out things weren't as good as you thought? They're not so good, but also not so bad. At least the food is better than back home. I didn't have much money on me. Everything my family had still wasn't enough. Even a hostel was too expensive to stay in. It's not like I had a lot of options beside mercenary work, but I don't regret it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Where's your hometown, Steward? I'm from Kierag. Wow, I heard it snows there all year round. Is that true? I've never seen snow.
And you never will at Rhodes Island.
Really? Well, I'll have to save up. Jessica says those new body insulation suits are really expensive.
That might be a bit overkill. Melantha was so happy you asked her for help. Though she may not show it, which is both a strength and a weakness of hers.
Really? I hope I'm not being a bother.
Certainly not. It's no bother to Melantha, or myself for that matter. Now, off on your mission, Vanilla, and rest assured I will take excellent care of Puffball and the others.
Oh, just a minute, Steward.
Huh? Was there something else?
Not that I totally understand everything you and Blaze were talking about, but next time, Reserve Op Team A4 visits the kids in the treatment wards. Please bring me along. Let's learn how to make paper flowers, so we're ready for that mixer.
Alright. That's sweet. Goodness. Alright. Would Vanilla really need that suit, though? Good question. I don't know.
Egan Lupin, hello, hello!
It's nice to see doctors who like to read all the little stories in the game. There's so many anecdotes to discover about so many characters.
Thank you, Keegan. Also, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't notice that you raided. Hello, welcome in, raiders. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I didn't even get a chance to put on my raid alert. It didn't even, I got confused with the Ko-fi thing. But hello, welcome in. I hope that you had a good stream. Thank you for sending your community over. I appreciate it. My name is Starlight. I'm a Prismatic Kitsune, and yes, I do like to read the stories. I'm a new 2025 Arknights Doctor, so I'm only as far as Act 1 in terms of the main story. I have a group of people who have very generously figured out how to create a schedule for me to pace the main story and the side stories. So I'm going through the side stories in preparation to eventually be able to start Act 2 later next year. But I hope that you enjoy the side stories because I'm having a lot of fun learning about different operators that I otherwise wouldn't. Time to IS6 while you lore. No, you guys do not have to- oh, you do not have to freak out about the- Guys, please, be nice. Be nice to the Twitch side. It's fine, you were all in your reading, I can respect that, thank you. Act 1 is already quite a big chunk in terms of story. I always have to tell people that, just because I don't want anyone spoiling anything past Act 1. So I always want to be careful, you know? No, ugh. And unfortunately, as you can see, the YouTube side gets very defensive for some reason. I don't really know why. I haven't really figured out how to stop them. But guys, the Twitch side is fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. I'm down. If you're new on the YouTube side, I'm seeing some new faces. Welcome. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't yet. I normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, either for main story, side story, operator records, the likes. And on Thursdays, I try to do fan art. But it is nice to see you. It is nice to meet some new fresh faces. Welcome in, welcome in. We also have a Discord if you are interested in joining by any chance. There is an Arknights channel, but again, the channel is kind of sort of for where I'm at in the story. So anything that you want to discuss past Act 1, there's threads in that channel where you can discuss that. There's also an Enfield channel that I do not enter. But we would be happy to have you in the Discord if you are interested. Thank you, Daho, for shouting the Discord, which for some reason doesn't seem to be working. Where is the bot? Excuse you. Oh. Okay, cool. Stream Elements is asleep. What are you doing? Stream Elements could pick up the raid, but not the Discord. Nice. Lovely. In that case, if you're on YouTube, it's in the description. And if you're on Twitch, it's also in the description. Thanks, Stream Elements. Great job. Fantastic work you're doing there. Keegan, why are you trying to provoke the YouTuber people? No, guy. Twitch Raiders killed the bot? Twitch Raiders did not kill the bot. What are you talking about? Happy end for Dora. And Vanilla wants to be told what to do by Blaze. Excellent story. Release the anti-raider roach army? What? Oh, enough with the roaches, please. Enough with the roaches. Egan says, me? Kill the bot? You have no proof. Ignore the whole hack successful thing on my screen. It's nothing. You guys, please! It's so funny to me, like, on the Twitch and YouTube side, you guys fight endlessly, but hey, at least on Discord, everyone's equal. They admitted to arms. Calm down, guys, seriously. Why yams? Why the yams? Daho, what's up with the yams? I'm sending whatever I caught a few days ago. What the heck, Stuckler? Why is there a squid in there? The heck? I'm so what is even happening right now? Discord is not equal? You're better than- Hi, Vessa! Welcome in! You guys are crazy! Alright, what is our next agenda? Oh, okay. Terra exploration. Vesso's on Twitch, get it. Doberman's your waifu? Interesting, interesting. I like Doberman. I had Doberman on my team very early on because I actually thought she was like automatic. I thought she was a welfare almost with, I didn't remember that she was from Gacha because she appears so much in the main story. I thought that she was automatic. So I had her on the team for a very, very long time until I learned about Lord Guards. And if I ever someday play IS, then I'll probably be having her on the team just as frequently again. What is going on here? What is happening here? Don't have YouTube account on phone, so here right now. All right, thanks, Vessa. I appreciate it. Lapland supremacy, let's go. Doberman's effectively welfare. Well, the thing is, like, when you get, like, your first free 10 roll when you start, I got Doberman, and I didn't remember that it was from a 10 roll. I just kind of thought she was automatic, because she's, like, right there in the beginning. Why are you guys invoking Newbie? What? Wait, Newbie isn't here, is... Why are you invoking Newbie? He's not here right now. I'm so confused. Anyway. She feels guaranteed in the tutorial 10 roll, but you got her way later. I don't know what... Guys, please! What are you doing? Deacon says, Lapland? You mean the crazy, but I mean this deranged woman who should go to therapy? Yeah, I can't find a nice way to refer to her. Sorry, not sorry. I love to add fuel to the fire of war. What can I say? Oh, jeez. Oh. Aqua says Lapland's better without therapy. The Twitch insults Lapland. Heresy. Oh my gosh, Keegan. But your name is Lupin! Calm waters never made good sailors. Oh my gosh. And you wonder why there's a war between Twitch and YouTube. Oh my, you guys, please. I bet he likes Texas over her. Oh my god, are you guys going to war? Alright, take back to being a first-class citizen. You guys! Oh my gosh. There are many better Lupos than all the Arknights characters, it's fine. Oh, Keegan, we have to ask you a question, though. We have to ask you a question in that case. Which is the better Lupo? Lapland or Aroma? That's evil. Stars out for blood. Oh, it's very evil. You should do tier list videos based on what animal the ops are on, like the tier list of Lupo, Volpo, Sarkaz, etc. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, I don't really know what you mean. Keegan says, who? Sorry, who are we talking about? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, goodness.
Death by 1,000 bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
One Terra will become a tree. Alright, okay. In all seriousness, we gotta move forward, guys. We gotta move forward. We gotta move forward. My face hurts now. We gotta move forward. Ah! Okay. Separate tier lists for each species? Interesting idea. I'll consider that. That might be fun someday. Alright, what am I trying to do? Vignettes. No, not vignettes. We did vignettes. Video. 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 Okay, video. Got it! Alright, I need to turn... Sorry, it's sometimes hard for me to, like, figure things out. So, next thing on our agenda is we are going to be watching a video called Terra Exploration, apparently. I know nothing about these videos. I go in blind with them. We'll see how these go. And then operator files. Lovely. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna turn this off. We're going to grab this one. We're going to grab this one. There we go. I think we're good. We should be good. All right. Let's see how this goes. I have no idea what to expect. All right. Terra Exploration. The time, places, characters, events, and all other content is fictional. Okay. Okay. Username Calcit.
Terra で知られる文明には、その進化の過程で原始の姿を保ち続けるもの。そして衝突の末に混じり合いながらも、昔ながらの風貌を残し続けるものがある。ウルサスの広大で豊かな国土は、現地の住民たちの自信の根源である。大半の区画が未開発状態にあるとはいえ、ウルサス人はその強大な国力を誇りとしている。国民の過激さと自尊心から隣国との小規模な衝突が絶えない。隣国における重要な経済活動の中心、論面。高層ビルが立ち並ぶ中、交通網も広く発達しており、ウェイの采配により今なお驚異的なスピードで発展し続けている。多元的でありながら統一された都市であり、その存在を知る者こそ多いが、全てを理解していると豪語できる者は決して存在しないだろう。几帳面かつロマンティック、それがリターニアである。その開放的で色濃い学術文化は、多彩で奇想天外なアイディアを日々積極的に受け入れている。そして古い幻想をもとにした研究の成果が、リターニアを日々成長させ続ける原動力となっている。
Fairy tale research is a thing?
境とオアシスの境目にサルゴンの国土は広がっている。わずかな移動都市に暮らす者を除いて、サルゴン人の多くは厳しい環境の荒野と密林の中に暮らしている。外界との交流が極めて少なく、閉鎖された生活により武芸の重視や集落生活などの古い伝統が今日に至るまで守られ続けている。海浜旅行都市、シエスタ。灼熱の火山を背に涼しげな海に面した地形にある。
Surging flame.
現地の住民に言わせれば、休暇の一日に白く輝くビーチを散歩することが最高の楽しみだという。唯一オブシディアンフェスティバルという名の音楽祭を除けば、天才、オリジニウム、紛争、束の間の喜び、それらはどれもあくまでテラの長い歴史によってもたらされた副産物に過ぎない。テラは沈黙を守りながらも、その上に誕生していく人や 出来事を見守り続けるだろう。
Wow. Okay, some of those places, we've only very, very briefly visited. I don't really know much about most of them, I guess. Gee, okay, wow. I guess that's sort of like what we're wrapping up with for Act 1. Okay, I get it. Interesting. Wow. Just to let you guys know, it's rare that I get to watch any kinds of these videos. Well, if you've been in the stream, you know, because, you've watched all the videos I've seen. Wow. I'm curious about, which one was it? Lithuania, where they study fairy tales? That's an interesting one. Okay. I'm curious to learn more about this in the future. This is very, very interesting. We pretty much explored all these places at some point or other, with the side stories for most of them. Yeah, I remembered Siesta, because that was Heart of Surging Flame, I think? And we were in, Volomon for a bit. And Sargon with, what was... I'm blanking on Cal's storyline. Walk in the Dust. Okay. Noted. I think Fairy Tale was more sane. It probably meant that even the most outlandish theories are researched with utmost sincerity in Lithuania. Oh, okay. I thought they were talking about, like, studying mythology or something. Okay, that's fair. Great Chief? Great Chief. Oh, right, that's also Sargon, isn't it? Okay. The desert being next to a jungle throws me off a lot. Because it's like, you would have to have such different, environments for that, right? Like, a jungle would, like a rainforest, it would have to be very, very moisture heavy, and then you have a desert, which has, like, no water, so it's kind of a little bit confusing. Amazon rainforest and Egypt side by side. It's confusing. Northern versus sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, noted. Africa does have deserts near jungle? No, you're right, yeah, no, what you're saying makes sense. I see what you're saying. Alright, anyway. Alright. There we go for now. We'll have this aside. And then... Alright. Alright. Fine. Done stalling? I could stall longer. I can stall a lot longer. 50-50 again? No, I can just jump straight. Ugh. Time for peak. Ugh. Alright. Hang on. Dread it all you want. Ugh. Fine. Yeah, let me just... How do I don't know if it's gonna... I would assume that would jump me into the first squad, but I also don't want to risk... I don't know anymore. Is it... Maybe it'll be Iris. Maybe it'll...
Doctor, what would you like to do for roads?
Okay. Okay, go away. What? I spent so much more time! Why was it still her? I spent so much time thinking about throwing a party for a sweet little girl. Why was she still there? Ugh. Okay, fine. Ugh. Alright, I'm just double checking. I don't know if you're still here, Kalemex. Is it all files, just like Iris? Are we reading through the whole thing? I feel like I already ran this by you before, but I just want to double check. Is it the whole thing? I'm assuming it is. We're not doing any operator records, I don't believe. I think it's just the files. But I just want to quickly double check. Probably? Alright. I'd say everything's fine? Okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay, fine, we'll learn more about you. Alright. Why do you get the one that's animated? That's... fine, whatever. Alright, W. Why is yours animated? Alright. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, really? Seriously? Highly unnecessary here. Excuse you? How am I supposed to read when you're literally blowing up in my face? Stop it! Stop that! Ugh! Great! I'm just gonna have to read this while you're doing that, huh? Why are you like this? Fine. You can change the skin. I might have to, because this is gonna be distracting to me. You really thought this would be easy, huh? I didn't... Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to read a story when she's literally blowing up at me? Ugh. Alright, can I, like... I don't want to accidentally see something I shouldn't. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just deal with it. Alright. Codename W. Gender female, combat experience 11 years, place of birth Kasdel. Date of birth claims to have forgotten. Okay. Race Sarkaz, confirmed infected. Alright. Profile. W, Sarkaz mercenary leader. W squad, having been involved in Kasdel's lengthy civil war, is infamous for their brutal and efficient combat methods. W clashed with Rhodes Island during the Chernobog incident, but after defecting from Reunion for unknown reasons, signed a strategic cooperation agreement with Rhodes Island after negotiating with Dr. Calcit in person. Imaging tests have shown outlines of W's internal organs. Okay, so infected. Okay, infected. Got it. There is little reason for optimism regarding W's prognosis due to prolonged exposure in the Kasdel region, as well as unchecked abuse of military-grade originium products. However, she has never experienced dysphoria regarding her status as an infected. Perhaps, as it is true for many Sarkas, she has become accustomed to persecution for her dual identity. As everyone already knows, W has a very disagreeable personality. Are you? Yeah, really? Even after entering into cooperation agreement with Rhodes Island, she has never agreed to an examination. Yes, that's right. Examination, not treatment. To be honest, I don't know how many who are willing to treat her, beyond their duties as medics. Even so, the Sarkaz has demonstrated remarkably little willingness to comply with anything, frequently sprouting off rubbish such as, if you don't want my help, then don't bother. Or, I've duked it out with folks like you before, no need to stand on ceremony here. Of course, I already knew that, but even though it's a different matter, bring her over here right now. Medical Department Director. Archive File 1. W belonged to an independent mercenary team during the war in Kasdel. The team gained notoriety for its frequent raids on commercial Laterano convoys, and many of its members have claimed their guns as trophies. These guns, often awarded as part of a formal ceremony, fetch a very high price at the Scar Market, Casdel's infamous black market. W herself still has a number of these guns in her collection, but it was marked as contraband and confiscated following her onboarding in order to avoid arousing the ire of her Laterano operators. Among the many weapons she uses is an explosives launching device with obvious signs of modification. As for its provenance, after thorough consideration, we decided to not investigate the matter further. Following the conclusion of war, W accepted an offer from Tallulah to fight for Reunion as a mercenary, thus becoming one of Reunion's accomplices. Subsequently, W unilaterally broke off her cooperation with Reunion and reached an agreement with Rhodes Island that continues to this day. From the above, we most likely have no way of determining W's specific role during the Casdel Civil War, her motivation in joining, then quickly betraying Reunion, or her purpose in cooperating with Rhodes Island. We know nothing about her history from the onset of the Casdel Civil War to the time she joined Reunion. Considering that W is still a mercenary, and also factoring in what she did during the incident with Reunion, we urge all ordinary operators to keep their distance from W as much as possible, and also urge all departments to exercise caution when dealing with these dangerous collaborators. Classified log. You want an ordinary operator to keep tabs on W? Isn't that asking too much? They'd lack critical information. But since we're old acquaintances, why not let me take care of it? Fine. We should be thankful W rarely needs to stay aboard the landship. Everyone hates her as much as they fear her, but how could things be that simple? What I'm asking is, how complicated could she be? If you know what she used to be, you should know how to get along with these lunatics. Her skills are the real deal. Otherwise, how would she have been able to pull all her mercenaries from Tallulah? But don't worry, even if she dared pull something on us, Dr. Calcit would see right through it. Still, we should definitely keep our distance from her. Especially for our adorable operators who don't get how the world works. W could really upset them. As for our lead operators, I worry that equal parts conflict and alcohol could spark an explosion that ends up destroying half the ship, if not all of it. I hope that never happens. I'm serious. Finally, please remember that as members of the HR department, we would never recruit an unstable person into the ranks of Rhodes Island. That's the most important condition for employment, after all. So the possibilities are twofold. First, the situation is dangerous enough to demand such measures. Or second, we've always known the truth. Or it could be a bit of both. Wouldn't you agree? Name redacted. Archive File 2. Sarkaz Mercenaries. Up until the final days of Casdel's Civil War, mercenaries were the most common armed forces seen in Casdel's barren lands. Each of them worked in small teams, sometimes being recruited by nobles with vast funds and supplies, other times forming spontaneous coalitions with other mercenary teams. In Casdel, where allegiances shift like the sands and various groups frequently find themselves at each other's throats, the concepts of life and death take on a different form than compared to any other region. For the soldiers mired in conflicts across the regions, becoming mercenaries has become an increasingly popular option. In the history of modern warfare, the topic of Sarkaz mercenaries has always been a subject of intense debate. Some Sarkaz mercenaries were sponsored by someone outside of Casdel, who was both well-equipped and skilled in local strategic configurations, an alarming arrangement that posed a security challenge to all parties. As a result, professional forces dedicated to counteracting the Sarkaz mercenaries have been formed, though specific details are not yet available. After the incumbent regent clashed with the Orthodox royal family to spark the civil war, the remnants of Casdel's army, which had been scattered among various nobles, began to gradually unite with civilian forces, eventually being split into factions. The fighting was brutal and harrowing, but some scholars believe that the Civil War allowed a new process of redistribution and restructuring to take root in the barren and chaotic Casdel. Although the heirs of the Orthodox royal family were expelled from Casdel, they were still supported by various ancient clans and noble families who pitched their massive economic power into unifying a large number of mercenaries, effectively gathering these scattered warriors under a king's banner. This event is considered to be the official start of the mercenaries' prominent role in the Civil War. Shortly after, the Regent's side returned fire and did the same. As a result, most mercenaries were brought under one of these major banners, which to some extent eroded the original meaning of the term mercenary. Despite this, there still remain a small number of mercenaries who are unwilling to get shackled down to this unsurvivable conflagration, and still struggle to maintain an independent position between the two main groups. They believe that mercenaries, or rather Sarkas as a whole, should be free. Their deeds are widely circulated as legends among the civilians of Kasdel, albeit having been heavily embellished for artistic purposes. Struggle and Freedom, Chapter 2, Kasdel and the Modern History of Mercenaries excerpt. This book came from W's personal belongings, and the author's name is unexpectedly abbreviated to only the letter H. The sentence, Sarkas should be free, is highlighted in red. Okay, I get it! Archive File 3. W and her squad remain largely independent from Rhodes Island, and considering the peculiarities of Sarkas mercenaries, rarely spend time stationed on the Rhodes Island landship. Even her infrequent sightings on the ship are enough to cause quite an uproar. One need not reiterate W's nasty temperament. Aside from Dr. Calcit and the Doctor, she considers few to be worth her attention. Last time W came back to the ship for debriefing, we almost had a brawl with two elite operators on our hands. The reason? W provoked them, of course. Even when there is no ill intent behind her words, her attitude alone is enough to incite conflict, particularly when it comes to the dead, including the one she had something to do with. Truly, a Sarkas who sheds neither blood nor tears. Oh, right. Regarding Amiya. Amiya does not seem to know much about W, and W, despite not considering Amiya to be particularly noteworthy, will still defer to her. Isn't that strange? We all think so. Despite her grumbling, complaints, and tendency to disregard others and act according to her own judgment, W has complied with Amiya's orders, at least when it comes to reporting results. It's as if W has high expectations for Amiya, but I don't think that's a good thing. One more thing, and I'm not entirely sure if this is just my imagination, and the boss stops my observations, but sometimes W will stand in front of an empty room, but unmoving, as if in a daze. Other times, she'll just watch Amiya while she goes about her daily business. Yeah, just stare. What in the world could she be thinking? In the likely event that it's something dangerous, we must take precautionary measures. Importantly, every time she was observed, she wasn't smiling. Well, she's smiling now. Classified log. Doctor, I'm sure you realize this as well, but there's some relationship between W and Rhodes Island, as well as with your past. When a Sarkas like Flamebringer showed up at Rhodes Island, I knew this day would come. Miraculously, from Kasdel to Ursus, then to Lundman, to today, and maybe on into the future, we've continued to move forward, but we still meet the same people we started the journey with. Only now, with the far-reaching effects they left behind. And once again, I have come to terms with the fact that there are still things in this life that we can't avoid or run from. I talked to Miss Calcit and Amiya, and even brought a bunch of snacks to bribe closure with, and everyone had a different opinion. I begged, redacted, to please let me talk to you, Doctor. Even though you might not recognize me anymore, I feel like I have to talk to you about something. You just have to keep thinking of me as a Sarkas boiler worker. I wanted to talk about W. I've known W for a long time. Did W mention this to you while she was still alive? About Her Majesty. Us old operators swore to never speak of this again, but it's not because we're trying to hide anything from you, Doctor. The reason is simple. None of us are willing to confront that past. Miss Calcett also knows about this, of course. Don't worry, I checked in with her before I came by. There are some things I can't do as thoroughly as she'd like, so I'm just here to have a little chat. Back to W. In the beginning, she was a kid who only knew to follow Her Majesty's orders and nobody else's. Even among the then unified Sarkas, not many people knew about W's existence. What about Amiya at that time? They wouldn't have met each other by then. After all, she had just enlisted as a mercenary. Unscrupulous, cynical, and flashing that devil-may-care smile. As for me, I was just a boiler worker at the time who had never seen a battlefield. Huh? That's right. I built these muscles to work. At work. I just got lucky and beat that elite operator at arm wrestling. I've never been on the battlefield. I don't know how extreme the soldiers thought W was, and I don't know why they thought she was unstable. I've never seen her in a fight, except she came back from a mission, trailing behind Her Majesty, thinking it's not her place to even say hello. The way I see it, she was trying to follow Her Majesty, following her ideals, her light, just like every Sarkaz before. But W isn't that person anymore. There aren't very many people at Rhodes Island who know about W, but most of the people W knew are gone now. She wore her disguise for too long, and it sank in too deep. She used to have some friends. Yes, even someone like her still needs the help and companionship of friends. They used to all fight alongside us, and though it wasn't for a very long time, if those friends were still here today, they might still be able to lend her a helping hand. Now, I'm thinking there isn't a single person left who can help her. That's right, nothing we can do. Nothing you or Dr. Calcett can do. And I'd get it if nobody wanted to do this anyway, but we shouldn't take that for granted. We all want to know what W is after, and what her plans are. In her eyes, is Rhodes Island just a flash in the pan, or a brand new future to carry the hopes of the past? That's a very important question, maybe even more important to people still haunted by the past. That includes Amiya, and even Miss Calcett. It also matters to how W will handle her relationship with Rhodes Island in the coming days, as well as with Amiya, Miss Calcett, and even you. Oh, there's a simple reason I came to see you. You might not remember the past, but the people from your past keep popping up, one by one. Some are trusting, some not so much. And I'm sure you must have a hard time dealing with them. Too bad I'm just a lonely boiler worker with no place to worry about the doctor of Rhodes Island. Miss Calcett and Amiya may be able to take good care of you, and also keep Rhodes Island in steady, continued operations. But W is nothing like them. Whether she's coming at you, or the other way around, I just hope both of you can keep calm and don't be hasty. I wanted Amiya or Miss Calcett to tell you this stuff, or at least have it delivered by Redacted. Everyone gave up and let me do it, but truth be told, I'm also pretty nervous. I mean, I'm just your typical, run-of-the-mill Sarkaz. I can't do crazy arts or swing big swords and axes. If anything, I'd just drop them on my feet. The best I can do is take care of my own work. All I hope is that Rhodes Island can keep on trucking across the world. Safely. You have a question for me? Teresa. Where did you hear that name? Teresa, huh? Maybe it won't be so long before you have to truly face your past. Promotion record. So you didn't actually. Is this all... These are all hers, okay. Death is a great way to get people off your trail. It was his idea to sneak out and meet you here, that's all. So when do we go to Victoria? Wouldn't want to keep our usurper waiting. The situation in Victoria is a lot more complicated than you think. Don't you have that much info on Teresa's, you know? Still not enough for you? Maybe for you, but Rhodes Island? Not even close. You want to get everyone killed? Fine, since you're so eager to give this a try. I thought you... Oh. Did you just want to go help that guy? I want you to sit quietly for now. It's not that time yet. Oh, in other words? How about that? To think we'd get all clues about Londinium just by hanging out at Rhodes Island for a bit. How could Kalsa be that unprepared? You've done your homework, so stuff like this happens. After all, you also get along so well with the doctor. Piqued your interest, huh? Not really. I'd like to head back and see Aslan if I get a chance. Are you going to Rhodes Island yourself? Sure am. I look forward to seeing what you do next. So try your best to not die when you leave Victoria. We still have a lot of unfinished business. It's okay, don't worry about it. We'll tie up all our loose ends someday. You better uphold your end of the deal. I'll be waiting. Okay, are we done? Jeez, can you cool it? Ugh, okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh. Okay, are we good here? Can we stop? Are we done? Are we done here? Bomb dodging in December 2025. Welcome back, Irium. Oh. Ugh. Scar Market is something worthwhile to note down. I will try to keep that in mind. I will try to keep that in mind as best I can. W would have been great at Irium. Jeez, no ideas, please. Ugh. Ugh. You're not done until she says you're done. Alright. This will be on the test. Oh, great. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're gonna mute this. We're gonna swap. How are we doing this? Alright, we're doing this. We're doing this again. No, no more, thank you. Alright, and I think this is our... Yep. Alright, fine. Whatever, at least this one's not personal. Alright, I guess this is how we're wrapping things up, huh? Alright, fine. I'm sure some of you guys love this, I would imagine. Alright, is this the right one? There you go. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. She's a mercenary, yeah. You can't ride with her unless you're revolutionary, yeah. And to get it, she gon' do whatever's necessary, yeah. Make a victim, break the system. Some results make every situation scary, but she's never worried. Picture that. Even when it's bad, she still get it back. Fighting through the dark to find a light so she can get it back. Struggling with it, do what's right or live a life of sin. Try again. Is she bound to meet a violent end?
Don't think twice, better be brave. Like a soldier, do what I told you. Live my life a renegade. I gotta warn ya, I gotta warn ya. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes. Gotta bring him down to take control. I'm gonna do what it takes, do what it takes. I'll make you believe that the choice is yours, but I'll change your side, tell the roles reverse. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, I do what it takes. I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade, I'm a renegade. I'm a bad girl, I'ma pull your strings, yeah. You're gonna make your moves, but I control your whole team, yeah. Nobody here is going toe to toe with me, yeah. Everything you thought you knew is what I made you think. I know how to get what I want, do what it takes to step to the top. Innovate, manipulate, to run the game straight, no stalemate. Get that way, watch me ignite, grenade gone wild. I'ma blow up, you can count my style. Born to lead, you can't stop my mercs. When you hear my sound, better hit the dirt. Don't think twice, better be brave. Like a soldier, do what I told you. Live my life a renegade. I gotta warn ya, I gotta warn ya. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what
really know who you playing with. Let me talk to him. Playing both sides like she playing 1 and 2, but she playing you. Playing her, that's a fatal move. You must play to lose. Serve herself is what she came to do, till she say it do. Test her, then you best prepared to beat the one you praying to, so stay on the good side. You wanna live in this world that she planning to change, even with the good guys. She still a baddest, no matter the side that she claimed. Gotta be ice in the veins, she gonna get it no matter the price of the pain. That's just a part of the game, playing for keeps. Are you not entertained?
The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes. Gotta bring it down to take control. I'm gonna do what it takes, do what it takes. I'll make you believe that the choice is yours. That I'll change it so till the roles reverse. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes. Gotta bring it down to take control. I'm gonna do what it takes, do what it takes. I'll make you believe that the choice is yours. That I'll change it so till the roles reverse. The only thing that you gotta know is that I do what it takes, do what it takes.
Okay then. That was a lot. That was interesting. Huh. Okay. Some of the lyrics have me confused as heck, but okay. Interesting indeed. As a huge rap aficionado, how did you like that? Oh, shush. You almost won an award with this one? What do you mean? Hang on, let me just... Not your favorite John. No, not personally, no. I've never... Here's the irony. I'm not a fan of rap, but my VTuber Oshi is Callie, but I don't consider her rap to be, like, the standard rap, you know? That was an interesting lyrics, though. Very interesting lyrics. She's definitely, like, a very interesting idea, I guess. The song was in a Muse Dash collab? Really? Interesting. Alright, let me, how do I want to do this? Let's jump to our, let's jump to our main scene, I think, and then I'll throw this back on. Alright, there we go. Jeez. And with that, we're officially done with the Act 1 off-ramp. That is a crazy way to end it. I mean, yeah, I'm not a fan of the main rap. Okay, I will say that the female vocals were good. The lyrics were nervous-inducing? Scary? Kind of, like, a little bit... Stretch my wings out here. There we go. Renegaded was nominated for 2020 Hollywood Music in Video Games. Really? That is shocking. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the female vocals are good. I've never been a fan of rap personally. I like Callie's rap, but that's kind of the exception to the rule, you know? More about how it describes your character than if you actually like the music or not. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured that would be the case. I figured that you were sending me this so that I would see her basically... the heck. It gives like a Joker, both sides of the chessboard, gray area, unpredictable vibe, and I'm sure that's what they're going for. She definitely just seems like the most unpredictable character to ever exist, from what I can tell.
I don't know. That was definitely interesting. Yeah, no, I see the point. I see how it's a reflection of understanding her character, but from what I get, she's just a firecracker. She's just wild and unpredictable and does not care. Is she that unpredictable? Her files give you some insight on her actual motivations? I mean, I get, like, the whole idea of Sarkaz will be free underlined in red. I understand that part. Yeah, I guess my head's just kind of spinning a little bit right now. Jokes aside, there's something of W appearance-wise that repulses you? No, not appearance-wise, no. Weapons and motivation-wise, yes. No, I'm not, like, I saw some people think that it was, like, a fear of insects or a fear of bugs. It's not that at all. That's not the case at all, no. It's, like, specifically, motivations that I've heard. Irium gave you that much PTSD with bombs, huh? Yeah, that is like... Oh, gosh. Yeah, Irium was another... Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to the bombs as a VTuber, what can I say? The thing is, like, with Irium bombs, it was the exact same. It was literally the exact same. Try and just move out of the way. Oh. A little explosion never hurt anyone? Blatant lie. Also, yeah, Vessa's wording is accurate there. Anyway. There we go! Act 1 off-ramp complete, apparently. Alright. I think we are calling it there. What day is today? Today's Saturday? Today's Saturday. Next stream, I believe we are starting, I don't know how to pronounce- okay, is it pronounced, Dos Soles or Dos Sols? Is it supposed to be silent? Because I figure it could go either way. It's either Dos Sols or Dos Soles, and I don't know which way it goes. Two sons? Dos Sols? Dos Sols. Okay, okay. No? You say the Dos Soles? Wait, I thought Spanish son was soul, no? So Couch said two sons, and son is soul, is it not? Is it soles? One son is soul, two sons is soles. Oh, okay, okay. Listen to Dao? Yes. Dos soles. Okay, okay. Literally two sons. Okay, noted. Noted, noted. Dao knows the way of Spanish. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, alright. Wait a minute. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. Do it, do it. I don't know. I haven't even seen yet. I don't know what it is, but do it. I don't even have it set up. I don't even think I could. I don't know what it is, but do it. I second Vesa. I don't think I have it set up. I don't think I could. I don't even know if it's... Wait, did they even... Hang on a sec. Let me check one thing real quick. What? Hang on one second. I don't think I can. Hang on. Might have just gotten reason that I can't. Are you serious right now? Alright, I can't check this right now either. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, I wanted to do something on stream, but it looks like I can't. I'm not sure. And I don't really want to go scrounging around for it on stream. So, it's something I'll show you guys later. It's something I'll show you guys later. It's a long story, actually. Can you tell us what it was, or do we have to wait for next? Yeah, I can't. I unfortunately can't. Vesa, you know what it is, because I was talking about it earlier, and it doesn't seem like I'm able to. Alright. But if you are interested in eventually hearing what it is and being the first to know, definitely consider joining our Discord. If stream elements would work properly, let me grab an invite link. Nothing's working properly. Nothing's working correctly. Actually, yeah, Vesa, the Discord link is not working. Can you grab the Discord link real quick and throw it into the chat, please? I would appreciate that greatly. I'm not currently able to do that. Or thank you, MG, I appreciate it. So, if you join the Discord, just keep in mind that you need to read the rules channel and grab the reaction roll to verify yourself and get access to the rest of the server. If you're curious about the thing that I am trying to tease and slightly getting frustrated about, you will see it first in the server. Discord server will get the notification before anyone. So definitely consider joining the server if you're curious about what this is. And with that, yes, please read the rule. Like, actually read the rules. Please actually read the rules. Yes, Vesta, exactly. Read the rules, grab the roll so that your name turns green, and then you'll be able to access the rest of the server. I will hopefully link this thing really, really soon. Maybe tonight, I'm not sure. It might be delayed, I don't know. But we would be happy to have you in the Discord either way. Again, there is an Arknights channel. Please keep in mind to not discuss anything past Act 1. There are threads for things that are spoiler-related. And Monday, I think we might try doing a little bit of branding stuff. I think that would be fun. We might do some branding stuff Monday, and Tuesday, we will be starting Dos Sole's event. Alright. And for sure, thank you very much for following. Thank you. And with all that being said, I'm gonna see what's up here. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world, or the many worlds beyond. And well, thank you so much, and all the best.